football is brought to you by Devon Energy, Lovington Schools, Lee County Electric, Lovington Auto Supply, Eunice Pump and Supply, and Stone Oilfield Services. Lovington football is also brought to you by Navajo Refining Company, Norlee Hospital, Nowell Pharmacy, Man Welding, and Bob's Thriftway. Let's get to the stadium with Dawn Morgan and the voice of the Cats, TJ Miracle. The Cats play here on Z94 KZOR, the Z94 KZOR app, HobbsAmerica.com, and the Lovington Sports YouTube channel.
Everybody, and welcome to Greyhound Stadium in Portales, New Mexico. It is time for the 2023 NMAA 4A State Championship game. The Lovington Wildcats come in the Max Preps rankings at number 1 in the Land of Enchantment, and they are looking for their third title in 4 years. On the other side of the coin is the home team for today's game, the Max Preps ranked number 2, Portales Rams. From high above Greyhound Stadium, I'm TJ Miracle. Dawn Morgan patrols field side. Tiff Stuber in studio, engineering and producing. So one final football game on this Saturday after Thanksgiving, and this one is for all the marbles, the Cats and the Rams, for the state championship, and probably the first real fall-feeling football game we've had. I don't care what my weather app says. It's colder than 50 here. I think the car, when we got out, said it was 39. So it's a crisp afternoon for football. And, hey, the fog finally has lifted, Dawn. At least it looks like it has from up here.
Yeah, what is this fall weather you're talking about? I'm thinking winter down here on the field. It feels like it. Man, yeah, it is chilly. And with the overcast conditions and the breeze that's coming in, I think, from the northeast, it is it's definitely chilly. That could play in, to this game and factor in with cold hands. But we'll see. We'll see. Well,
we certainly could see. Of course, this is a rematch of the District 4-4A title game from 1 month ago. Lovington getting the better of that one in an exciting contest there on the blue turf. 29-21 the final, but all that is going to be out the window here today because a lot has changed in the past month, to be sure. Of course, how did we get here to state championship Saturday for these squads? For the Portales Rams, well, of course, they were the runner-up in District 4-4A, losing to Lovington, as we mentioned, 29-21. They did come in as the number 4 seed overall, and that's just the way the NMAA seeding selection and process works, but they were the number 4 seed overall. They had a tough time against Bernalillo, and I said when we played Bernalillo in district, this is going to be a team that could give somebody fits just because of their defense in the playoffs, and they really did give Portales fits. Portales coming out on top of that one 17-0, and then apparently it was a real slugfest here last Saturday afternoon. Bloomfield was in town. The top-seeded Bobcats came in, and Portales wins that one 21-20 on what basically turns into a last play of the ball game touchdown. I think there was 15 seconds left in that game, so Portales playing from behind in that one, squeaking out the win, but that is dramatic fashion, 21-20 on a last-second play and a last-second touchdown for the 11-1 Portales Rams. Of course, for the Lovington Wildcats, they were the champions of District 4-4A this year for the third consecutive season. They had a pretty easy go of it in the quarterfinal round. The Espanola Valley Sun Devils came in, and Lovington easily handled them 52-0. A little bit more difficult test last week, but still a good game for Lovington as they ran silver out of Wildcat Stadium 45-26 to set up this big rematch here this afternoon for the state title. And definitely looking forward to this one. Of course, when we saw these teams a month ago, Dawn, Lovington 29-21, and the offense doing a pretty good job in that one. But the story of that game was really the defense. As coming into that ball game, of course, Portales was a perfect 9-0, and at the time, they were the number one team in Class 4A in the state. Lovington looking to knock them off, and they did a fantastic job in that. They got all after the Portales quarterback, Paxton Culpepper. They sacked him in that ball game 8 times in that ball game, and were absolutely dominant. They held a very powerful Rams offense to just 222 yards and forced 2 turnovers, which they turned into points, which turned out to be the difference in that game, Dawn.
Yeah, definitely. Sorry, I was over here still adjusting some levels and things. You might just a quick note, turn your level up, back up just a hair.
Okay.
It's starting to get a little noisier down here, and I can tell with the loudspeaker really loud on this side of the field. I'm just going to be struggling to hear. As man, I'm telling you, these, to talk about the teams here in just a sec, talking about the fans. So Lovington brought everybody in town, I think, and there are at least as many Lovington fans here as the Portales fans. And they're a little more crowded together over on this visitor side. But I tell you what, they are here, they're loud, and they're appreciative. And I think they've been following and been attending and watching and supporting this team all season long. And that game that we're talking about, yeah, definitely a thriller. And I've heard some of the Lovington folks talking about that, about how, it's just they've got that feeling, and they want to continue that, and they just really feel like that these players and this team is ready for their moment now.
Well, and it is about their moment now, and from my vantage point, I can see back out towards Portales, looking back towards Greyhound Arena. From here, I'm on the west side of the stadium looking back to the east, and there is still a lot of cars and a lot of fans filing into Greyhound Stadium here in the turnoff. Where's, a lot of times a train will come and cut off the entrance here at Greyhound Stadium. Haven't seen one of those yet, but yeah, good crowd on hand from Lovington. If you couldn't make it, we appreciate you being with us here on Z94KZOR, the Z94KZOR app, also on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. If you're tuning in on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com, of course, we are not allowed to bring you the video of this game. The NMAA decided they wanted to, make even more money on this, and didn't give us a chance to compete for the video rights. But it is what it is. But we're proud to have the audio and, of course, the live scoring for you on HobbsAmerica.com and the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. Now, Dawn, last week, of course, you were unable to be with us, but a dominating performance for the Lovington Wildcats. I'm not sure I have seen a Cat offense quite as efficient as they were last week. Wyatt Gomez in that semifinal game went 21 of 23 for 299 yards. I tried to find him another yard somewhere. I just couldn't do it. And 5 touchdowns in that ball game. He completed 9 passes for 122 yards to Cesar Gonzalez. DeMarcus Thompson with 6 catches, 116 yards. He also had 2 touchdowns in that ball game. And it was Anson Marquez who actually got the scoring started for Lovington. Only had 2 catches in the game, but one of them was a 13-yard touchdown. So 299 through the air, and very consistent on the ground, too. Not a huge ground day, but when you put in Ochoa, Olguin, Gomez, Thompson, and Rivero, they still, as a team on the ground, racked up 131 yards. So 430 yards in a semifinal game against a very good Silver team. Very impressive. If Lovington's offense can come out clicking like that, being that efficient, it could be a long day for this Rams squad.
Yeah, it sure could. I tell you what, we talked 2 games ago about how important it is to peak at the right time, right? To peak at the right time. And these guys have been building and building and building all season. And now this is after such a good game, the last couple of weeks, you want to see them come out and still be on top of their game, bring the best, and find even more in the tank. They're going to have to be even better because, it's tough to play and beat a team twice in one season like they did after just reaching in and really digging deep and beating this Portales team for the district championship. Now it's a different emotional mountaintop for them. And, we want to see them dig deeper and and come up and, this is the penultimate, moment of the season. They've had great moments and great plateaus, great smaller mountaintops, and this is it. You win this, you're king of the hill, and that's what they want to do. And let's hope that they have brought it. They're going to need it against a salty Portales team. They know that very well, having wrestled them, for that district championship. What feels like eons ago, right?
It does, yeah. I mean, it was a month ago, but yeah, it does feel like eons ago. And a little bit of history. I was doing an interview with one of the TV stations in their pregame show, their preview show last night, and didn't make it into the interview. But, I've heard some of our Portales colleagues mentioning, yeah, well, you won the district championship. That's fine. Remember 2008? And, of course, that was over at Blackwater Draw. Lovington won district that year and then came up here and, did not have a good state championship game, a different stadium, and, of course, a different group of kids. The late Gary Sevier and I had the pleasure of calling that game. But, yeah, I pointed out to our Portales colleague, Jock, well, yeah, that's true. You guys won that game, but then we reeled off the next three. But I want to see us win this one today. Of course, Lovington going for, officially, according to NMAA records, this would be 2 of the last 3. I'm going to say 3 of the last 4 because the COVID bowl year, they did win that one, and they were the number 1 team, and they did paint it on the side of the stadium. So I'm counting that as a state championship. But Lovington going for their 20th official state championship today as the Cats are out on the field wearing the road white unis, the all whites today with the blue letters and numbers, the white helmets with Cats in script on the side. Portales comes out of the big Ram tunnel, and they are wearing the all blacks today. Black uniforms, white letters and numbers. Thank you very much, Coach. I appreciate that. I'll be able to see those from up here. The red helmets with the Portales Rams symbol, which looks suspiciously like the UNM Lobos symbol as they come out on the field. So wrapping up the Stonehill Field Services pregame show, getting ready for the playing of the national anthem. We'll be back with the kickoff. It is state championship football time here on Z94 KZOR.
Congratulations, students and student-athletes of Lee County. R360 congratulates all Jow, Eunice, Hobbs, Lovington, Tatum, and the surrounding high schools, and wishes the best of luck to our student-athletes competing this week in state playoffs. Right now is more important than ever to recognize positive achievements in our communities. Join R360 in saluting our amazing Lee County students. This community message is brought to you by R360.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
The pregame festivities have ended, and the final game of the regular season prepares to kick off. This one is for all the marbles. The big blue trophy goes to the winner at the end at one of the grandest rivalries in the land of enchantment. The Lovington Wildcats and the Portales Rams. The blue and white versus the red and the black. This one is for everything today. The winner will be crowned the state champion. As the captains meet at midfield, we prepare to kick this one off here on Z94 KZOR Hobbs Lovington, the Z94 KZOR app, audio on HobbsAmerica.com, and the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. I'm TJ Miracle from high above Greyhound Stadium. Don Morgan patrols field side. Tiff Stuber in studio, engineering and producing. There's nothing like a state championship game, Don Morgan.
Yeah, nothing. Everybody's ready. Everything's in place. you can just feel the tension, the excitement in the air here on the sidelines and in the stands. And man, I think we're all ready. The team is hyped up. You can feel their energy, and it's awesome. Just feels great. It's championship day.
Yes, it is, as the toss has happened at midfield. And it looks Lovington has won the toss, and they will defer. So it'll be the Wildcat defense who has really been their backbone and sparked this team this season. So they will start out by giving Portales the ball, and Lovington will be defending the south end.
I thought he just said Lovington will be receiving.
Oh, maybe he did. I thought he signaled Lovington.
Portales. I thought they said Portales won and that Lovington would be receiving. So.
All right, maybe I just saw it wrong from up here, but the teams are back in their huddles getting their final instructions. The number 1 ranked Lovington Wildcats, at least in the Max Preps poll, number 1 in Max Preps, number 2 in the NMAA, come in at 9-3 under head coach Anthony Gonzalez, taking on the number 2 Portales Rams, 11-1 under coach Jaime Ramirez. Portales looking for revenge for the district championship game. Lovington looking to keep the trophies color coordinated and take Big Blue back to our neck of the woods. And you are correct, Dawn Morgan. It will be the Cats on offense first. So the offense will get the chance to come on out and do their thing, as it'll be Caden Parrish. He will tee it up at the 40-yard line. 2 Cats back deep to receive. And we are ready to go from the 2023 NMAA 4A State Championship game from Eastern New Mexico University's Greyhound Stadium from Portales, New Mexico. So the ball is teed up, and pardon me, that is 40, not 10. That is Toby Standifer, who will boot it away as the crowds are on their feet. The noise level is rising, and here we go, as it'll be a squibber, and it'll be fielded by Gutierrez at the 10. Brings it out to the 15, to the 20, takes it to the far sideline, 30, gets the block, 35 to the 40, to the 45, and tiptoes out near midfield, and a huge return.
Flag.
But flags, and that's usually a block in the back. We might have a late hit. It'll all depend. We'll see what the White Hat has to say, and he is mic'd today.
Right? He's turning on his mic right now. Turning it up, rather. It's on. He's turning it up.
And it'll be a personal foul on Portales, so you'll tack 15 yards onto the end of it, and so Lovington will get 15 more out of that one, and it'll be first down for the Wildcats inside Portales territory. Lovington gets the first break of the ball game.
Awesome. Let's hope this is a good omen. This is going to continue to go that way.
Hopefully so. One thing I did notice in the warm-ups, Portales was burning an awful lot of energy out there. Lovington pretty much keeping it just like they always do.
Portales was also warming up a whole lot of guys throwing the ball.
As Gomez will send a man in motion. That is Thompson from the left to the right in a 4-receiver set. High snap, wide handles it, throws it to Thompson underneath. He's across the 35 and is going to be spun out at the 32-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 7, and it'll be second down and 3 as that one is completed to Thompson on the little curl on the far side. So second and 3 from the 32-yard line. Lovington with the ball first, looking to draw first blood in this 2023 state championship game. So on second and 3, Thompson will be the running back now. I bet he takes the snap directly out of the Wildcat, trips to the left, single receiver to the right, and Thompson will take the direct snap, sweeps it over to the left side, gets a good block. We've got flags on the play as he will cross the 30 to the 20, 15, 10, 5, and he will go into the end zone, but this one's coming back. We've got a hold back at the 32-yard line. So wipe out the 32-yard touchdown run and holding on the Wildcats. I saw it before it happened. As Portales going to get happy, and so that'll take it from second down. Well, it'll wipe a touchdown off number 1, but it'll take it from second and 3 to second and 13. That one happened right at the line of scrimmage. Thompson got to the corner and found some room, but not before his line held. This line has done a fantastic job this season for the most part, Dawn.
Yes, they have been amazing. The offense and defensive lines both have just done great work.
So reset it at the Portales 42-yard line from the near hash mark. From the shotgun, Wyatt with it, has time, throws it underneath, complete to Thompson across the 40. And, oh, that's a late hit. Where is the flag? Thompson gets it across the 40 at the 39-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 3 to DeMarcus. And now it'll be 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, some of the players over here on the sideline are wondering where the ball was.
Yeah, there was a big shot after the play by Clayton Hamilton, but no call. So now 3rd and 10 for the Wildcats, back to the original line of scrimmage. From the Ram 39-yard line, 1st down, or rather 3rd down and 10. Bunch him up, Sin Thompson in motion from left to right. Gomez waits on it. Ochoa is the lone back in the backfield. 3-step drop. Wyatt with time. Now he's going to get flushed. Turns around, and he is going to be sacked, and he tosses it backwards, and it'll be complete to Cameron Ochoa at the 50. He's to the 40. Spin move down to the 35 to the 34-yard line. Where did that come from? That was the darndest 5-yard reception you are ever going to see. It's 4th and 5, but a little Wildcat magic.
You know what? Don't know whether it was smart, lucky, skill, a combination of all three, but we'll take it.
I think it was frankly a little bit stupid, but it worked out. So 4th down and 5. It is go time for the Cats. Coach G going to leave the offense on the field. 10 minutes remaining here in the first. Lovington on their opening drive. Twins left, Twins right. Portales shows blitz. Put a man in motion. Wyatt with it. Pressure. Throws it underneath and has a man. That's Rivero across the 30. Down to the 27-yard line. It's 7 yards and move the chains. 1st down Wildcats. Elijah Rivero, his first catch of the ball game. And the Wildcats move the chains and keep it alive. 1st and 10. Inching up towards the red zone from the 27-yard line. How did Elijah find that soft spot? I don't know, but I'm glad he did.
Really had to work at finding that ball and keeping it.
1st down and 10 for the Wildcats. Hand it off. Ochoa hit in the backfield and spins forward and gets about a yard out of it. He was hit immediately by Abraham Denor.
Yes.
It'll be a pickup of 1 for Ochoa.
Denor really hit him hard, stopped him cold.
Yes, he did. I think it is going to be important for, you don't have to get a lot in the run, you just have to make them respect it. So it'll be 2nd down and 9. Wildcats from the Portales 26-yard line. Twins left, Twins right. Man in motion, right to left. That is Marquez. Waiting on it, hand it off. Ochoa goes to the left side and not much running room. He gets to the 25 to the 24-yard line. Pick up a 2 that time for Cameron, and it'll be 3rd down and 7. Cats not really staying in front of the chains on this series of downs, but now they'll have to throw it.
Yeah,
you would have to think.
Slow slogging upfield against Portales. I'm not sure they were quite as ready for him to, run that same play again, but they were close.
So now it'll be 3rd down and 7 for the Wildcats. 8:15 to go, first quarter, opening possession for the Cats. Trips left, single receiver to the right. Send a man in motion left to right. That is Gonzalez. Wyatt back to pass with time. Tosses it, and that one was tipped at the line and almost picked off as Portales going to hop on it, but it was tipped at the line and hits the ground as getting the paw on it and then landing on it was number 44, Manny Chavez. So it'll be 4th down and 7 in decision time for Coach G. I think he goes for it. His kickers have the leg to hit it from here. It is going to be slightly into the wind, 39 degrees at kickoff. Actually, officially 41 at kickoff.
And
the wind coming out of the north.
Wyatt went to the sideline to get the play, and he's coming back out. So they're going for it.
They are going to go for it from the 24-yard line. It is 4th down and 7. Cats with it. Wyatt back to pass. Pressure comes. Tosses far side. Has a man inside the 10. That's Gonzalez to the 5 and down to the 3-yard line and move the chains. 1st down Lovington.
Man, he did a whale of a job. He had to fight 5 Diaz and Tarpe for that. They were right on him, and he got it just by the hair of his fingertips, juggled it a little bit. I was hit right here in front of me, and he managed to hang on to it and even turned around and tried to make another couple of yards, but he was clearly out of bounds.
1st and goal for the Wildcats, officially spotted at the 5-yard line. First and goal from the 5. Ochoa is the deep back. On the left shoulder of Wyatt. Gomez back to pass. Tosses it right corner and overthrows DeMarcus Thompson.
But there's a flag on the
That was
play.
Gonzalez.
Yeah, that was Gonzalez Cesar, but the flag's down.
And
right
as quick as that one came out, a lot of times you're going to have a false start. We'll see. Pass interference, offensive pass interference.
Oh, what?
Wow, we got 6 defensive ones last week. Now we're going to get another one on offense, so that's a 10-yard penalty. And it'll move them all the way back to the 15, or is that a 15-yarder? That's a 15-yarder.
Ouch.
So it'll be first and goal from the 20 for the Wildcats. That is an ouchie.
Yeah.
At least you got 4 downs to work with, but you
Right.
got to get it into the end zone. So from the 20, that a bad pass interference.
Well, fresh start.
Yes, it is. So first and goal from the 20. Send Thompson in motion from the left to the right. Pump fake. Now Wyatt rolls, looking, throws it back across his body to Marcus at the 10, to the 5, and put it in the end zone. 6 on the board. Touchdown Wildcats to the corner of the end zone. And the Wildcats draw first blood. 20 yards to Ensign Marquez.
And you know, it looked like that ball got tipped by a Portales Ram, and I couldn't see whether it was Diaz or Richards, 5 or 9, but I think that ball got tipped, and actually that helped the trajectory a little bit right into the red basket.
Caleb Aranda on to attempt the extra point as the Cats take their opening possession of this state championship game. And despite a couple of bad penalties, put it home as Aranda puts it up. And it is through with 7:44 remaining in the first quarter. Lovington 7. Portales getting ready for their first offensive possession. Wildcats state championship game football continues in 1 minute here on Z94 KZOR.
NMJC, success through learning. My future's looking brighter. My life's an open door. New Mexico Junior College gave me the chance I was looking for. Affordable education designed to fit my needs. Now every day is filled with opportunity. NMJC, success through learning.
nmjc.edu.
Knowledge is the power to see more, do more, and be more. As one of the most affordable universities in the Southwest, Eastern New Mexico University has helped thousands of people just like you earn a degree. Spring 2024 at ENMU is the perfect time to get started with affordable tuition, great scholarships, and a wide range of in-person or online classes. Learn your power. Apply today for spring 2024 at enmu.edu. Eastern New Mexico University. Student success, that's what we're about.
To Portales and Greyhound Stadium as the Wildcats will take their opening possession and put it in the end zone. A 20-yard pass from Wyatt Gomez to Anson Marquez. The point after by Aranda is good. And with 7:44 to go here in the first quarter, Lovington 7, Portales on their first offensive drive. Don Morgan Field side, I'm TJ Miracle high above Greyhound Stadium. As Remy Hernandez will tee it up, the other place kicker for the Wildcats, and he'll boot it away up into the sky, and that one going to be fielded back at the 10, bringing it out to the 15 to the 20. That's Mayberry, 25 out to the 30, and just bull rushes his way through to the 35 and still on his feet before finally going to be spun down by Elon Clayton and also Ramiro Gonzalez. But Mayberry is one that the Wildcats are going to have to do a whale of a job shutting down today. He's their number one receiver, is their number one returner, and they did a nice job in the district championship game of keeping him contained. They're going to need to do that today, too, and a great way to do that is they keep the pressure on Paxton Culpepper like they did a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, if that runs any indication, he is hyped up and ready for the Cats today.
Radloff is the lone back. Give it to Culpepper. The option pitch to Radloff. He's got a little room, comes near side, crosses the 40, out to the 41-yard line. Pardon me, that was number 6. That is Caden Cordova.
He was able to slip out of an early tackle attempt by Kyler Reeves, then luckily was pushed out.
5 yards to Caden Cordova. It'll be second down and 5. They'll send trips receivers to the left side, one receiver to the right. Culpepper from the shotgun. Send the man in motion. That is Cordova. Shifts him right behind Culpepper. Culpepper waits on it, has it. The option pitch coming to Cordova again near side, and he's going to be bumped out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him forward progress for about a yard for DeMarcus Thompson. Knocked him out, and it'll be 3rd down and 4. This time for the Rams from their own 42-yard line. Gets out of bounds, stops the clock. 6:55 remaining in the first period. A 4+ minute drive for the Wildcats on the opening possession. So now an important 3rd down here early. They'll put Mayberry out wide to the left side. Send a man in motion right to left. 4 receiver set. High snap. Looking left as Culpepper going to be drilled back at the 33-yard line. DeMarcus Thompson from the corner comes free, shoots through, and absolutely creams Paxton Culpepper. 10-yard sack. And now it'll be punt time for Coach Ramirez.
Wow, that was huge.
Yes, it was. DeMarcus Thompson is living in the neighborhood of Paxton Culpepper as the Cats pick up where they left off in the district championship game. Gutierrez will go back deep to receive.
Block it, run it in.
And they look to block it, and it'll be popped up in the air, and that one is going to bounce. Lovington holler and get away from it. Takes a big Portales bounce at the 40, goes inside the 30, and it'll be down by Cordova at the Lovington 28-yard line. As straight up in the air as that one went against the wind, I thought, oh boy, this one might not be pretty, but it got a little gust and a little carry, and then a big bounce. So Lovington going to have some room to work with.
Yeah,
with 1st down and 10, taking the football back, up 7-zip.
They're pinned back, but they can, it would be great for them to just go ahead and eat some clock while they're making progress down the field. They just need to watch penalties.
Yes, they do. That has been kind of the story of the playoffs for them. Single back in the backfield, bad snap. Wyatt handles it, tosses it, and cutting back across the middle. That is Alec Olguin, and we've got a flag on the play. Alec somehow makes it good for 9 yards, but I think we've got a hold in the backfield. He got slung down by Abraham Denor again.
Yeah, Denor is a
And it will be holding on Lovington, and that's 10 yards from the spot, and that was in the backfield. So even though it goes in the books as a 10-yard penalty, it's going to wind up being about a 15-yard penalty as it takes them inside the 20, back to the 18. Okay, they do spot it from the line, but now it'll be 1st and 20 for the Wildcats. Too many penalties, 2 holds.
Yeah.
And the pass interference so far.
Some of this,
is nerves.
They've been some of this is they've been challenged to be physical, and they're hyped up for the game. So yeah.
Olguin stays in as the single back in the backfield. 4 receivers set, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. High snap handled. A little give and go and underneath and squirting through with a little room and getting about 7 out of it. That was Elijah Rivero from the tight end position.
He was brought down by Lopez and Dominguez.
So pick up a 7 for Rivero when it'll be 2nd down and 13. But that's a good run. I mean, if you can get 6, 7, 8 yards at a whack, just do it.
You bet. They were able to overcome that 1st and 20 before they made the touchdown. So let's see if they can do that again here.
So it'll be 2nd down and 13 from the Cat 24-yard line. Man in motion from the right to the left. Hand it to Olguin. A little stutter step. Gets it to the right side. And he is going to be swarmed under before he can catch the corner. He's going to pick up 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down and 10. As good pursuit over there by Devin Diaz.
Yeah, and Lozano.
And Lozano. They stretched that one out, but still managed to get 3 out of it. Kept it in the field to play, so the clock continues to move. Under 5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Lovington up 7-0. As Portales' fans are encouraged to make some noise.
And Lovington fans are answering.
So it'll be 3rd down and 10 from the Cat 27-yard line. Portales shows blitz. Wyatt with it. Blitz picked up. Now he's going to roll right side. Has some room to the 30, 35, and steps out of bounds. Just as he crosses the 1st down marker. Move the chains. 1st down Wildcats. 12 yards on the quarterback sweep for Wyatt Gomez, and the Cats will move the chains.
And when he stretches out, he's got some speed, and he was able just to elude everybody, just get what he needed.
Going to spot the ball at the 38-yard line. So an 11-yard pickup. And the Cats,
oh no.
Continues to roll. Nope, everything's
right.
good.
Okay.
I think they were just making sure they had that spotted at the right place. So Lovington going to bunch everybody in tight to the left side. Good snap. Hand it off. Ochoa hit in the backfield. Gets away from one and then bowls forward and is going to wind up getting 4 yards out of that one before Diaz and Manny Chavez bring him down. But that was all Cameron Ochoa. Somehow he got away
from Faust.
From Faust in the backfield, and they give him an extra yard. It's a 5-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
Nice. He is just so strong, and we can count on him usually for 3, 4, 5 yards, and they're hard yards, but he makes it happen.
He is the battering ram of the Wildcats offense, and he and Alec Olguin have made a heck of a thunder and lightning combo. Ochoa is the thunder, and Olguin is the lightning. Shift everybody over, and it'll be Cameron taking the direct snap. He's got a little room, puts his shoulders down, and a bowl across the 45 to the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 2. That's something that Lovington has done an awful lot here lately, is going into that Wildcat formation, the direct snap to the running back. Really, I think the first time we saw it this season was when we played Portales the first time.
Yeah, and I think it is effective because they don't overuse it, and when they do it, they get into formation quickly, and you don't always pick up on it. You're expecting Cooper to be back
3rd and 2
Wyatt.
for the Wildcats. Fake the pitch. Wyatt rolls right, throws, has a man.
Yes,
that is Rivera at the 35 to the 30. Cuts it back across the middle. Now cuts it back outside to the 20, to the 15. Spins down at the 10-yard line in the arms of Xavier Tarpeth. But it will be Elijah Rivero who takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. So that's 45 yards to Rivero, and 1st and goal Wildcats. 108 yards through the air for Gomez. 52 of them to Rivero. So just outside the 10, it'll be 1st and 10 for Lovington from the 11. Twins left, twins right. Send a man in motion from the right to the left. That is Marquez. And with it, handed off. That is Olguin. Starts at left, comes back over the center, and is going to be hugged and slammed to the turf as he gets to the 9-yard line. As again, that was big number 53 as Abraham Denor is having a whale of a ball game.
44, Manny Chavez.
Chavez having a good game, too. It'll be a pickup of 2 for Olguin. And it'll be 2nd down and 8 from the 9. Cats on the move, 1:50 remaining here in the first quarter. Cats bunch everybody in tight. Wyatt from the shotgun waits on it. 3-step drop, has time. Guns it across the middle, wide open, and put it in the end zone. 6 on the board. Touchdown Wildcats. Elijah Rivero, appropriately enough, gets them down there and then gets it in the end zone, and the Cats go up early 13-0.
Anson Marquez was able to get away from his man. Xavier Tarpe had him, but lost him.
Oh, that was Marquez. Thank you,
that
Don.
was Anson Marquez, number 22.
So that'll be his 2nd touchdown of the ball game. And the point after to come. 121 yards through the air for Wyatt Gomez as the point after is up, and it is good. With 1:46 to go in the first quarter, Lovington 14, Portales nothing. Wildcat football continues in a moment on Z94 KZOR.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week, you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Napa know-how.
Wednesday, October 3rd, Lovington Auto Supply, your Napa Auto Parts store in Lovington, wants to show you their thanks in the form of huge discounts with savings on quality Napa tools, 50% off Napa filters, plus the Napa tool truck and Ron Cap's funny car will be on site. Don't miss Napa's Customer Appreciation Sale, Wednesday, October the 3rd in Lovington at Lovington Auto Supply, your Napa store.
Napa know-how.
The Wildcats will take it 83 yards and put it in the end zone. A 9-yard touchdown pass, Wyatt Gomez to Ensign Marquez. The point after is good, and with 1:46 to go in the first quarter, Lovington up 14-0. I'm TJ Miracle. Dawn Morgan is fieldside here at Greyhound Stadium as Remy Hernandez to boot it away. Kicks it towards the north end zone. A high end over-ender. That one will be fielded by Beck back at the 5. Brings it out to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 22-yard line. And Lovington going to knife him down as Ramiro Gonzalez takes him low. Coming up high is Ryan Weiser. And it'll be Portales football. Not terrible starting field position. 1st and 10 from their own 23. So Lovington's defense is time for them to keep it up. They did their job on the first series.
Lovington cannot celebrate too much with these back-to-back TDs. They've got to contain Portales and keep them from mounting a comeback right here.
And they did last week, so you know they're capable of it. Moving from the left to the right on your radio dial, Portales football. Culpepper moves Diaz over to his left shoulder, trips to the left, single receiver to the right. Culpepper with it, pressure comes, pockets collapses, goes down the middle, and that one is almost, it is picked off. Wildcat football as it bounces off the helmet of Zane Mayberry and into the hands of Alec Olguin, the RNT, and the Cats have got the football back.
Yeah, Zane Mayberry, he was going up for that, and I think he just gave up, I think, when he didn't get it. And he forgot that, it's still a live ball.
Yeah, it bounced off his helmet, never hit the turf. Olguin just reached out and plucked it out of the air. And Lovington football, the Cats get the first turnover of the ball game, and now with a chance to go up 3 scores, and there's still 95 seconds to go in the first.
And that's exactly what they want to do. Use this momentum and just drive down and punch it in.
From the Wildcat 36, the little wide receiver screen. Get it to DeMarcus Thompson. He crosses the 40 to the 42-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 6 yards to DeMarcus. 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, it's awesome. Lovington just needs to keep the chains moving and try to get down. They're playing with house money right now off of that INT.
Yes, they are. And the difference in the game a month ago for the district title, 2 INTs that turned into a touchdown and a field goal for Lovington.
So make some points off of it. That's the key. Make points off of this. Make it count and make it hurt Portales.
2nd and a long, 3 short, 4 for the Wildcats from their own 43-yard line. Good snap. Hand it to Ochoa. Sweeps it to the right side. Gets away from 1. Gets away from 2. And is knifed down from behind. Is coming over is Caden Cordova, who then barks at the Lovington bench a little bit.
Well,
not sure I would do that. Cameron Ochoa picks up 4, and it moves the chains Wildcats.
Yeah.
I did see one of the Cats, and I will not mention which one, just pointed at the scoreboard. That's what we were taught to do when I was in school.
Tommy Lopez also in on that stop, trying to keep him from getting the first down. Didn't work.
So Lovington, let's see, play clock, game clock. Yeah, about 3 seconds difference between them. Lovington will have to run one more play. 5th first down. They have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield from their own 47-yard line. Twins left, Twins right. Wyatt back to pass. Pressure comes, forced to roll, goes to the right, looks, fires down the sideline, and incomplete.
Looking for Cesar Gonzalez.
Gonzalez coming across the middle. It'll be incomplete. That is just the 2nd incompletion for Wyatt this afternoon. And it'll be 2nd down and 10. Good backside pressure is coming through was Javier Lujan. Nobody picked the big boy up coming over from his left end position, and that pretty much made Wyatt had to run for his life.
He did, and then he just kind of had to dump it out, trying to salvage something out of it, but that's okay.
It's smart throwing it right on the sideline where nobody really could get to it.
That's right.
Trips to the left, Twins to the right. Empty set in the backfield. 6 seconds to go in the first. Man in motion. Wyatt will keep it himself.
That's DeMarcus
That is
Thompson.
DeMarcus Thompson, and he's across the 50. With some room to the 40 and down to the 38-yard line. That's going to be a big one. That is 3 and 15. Well, let me do math. That's never been my strong suit. It's 15 yards for DeMarcus Thompson out of the Wildcat. Move the chains. First down, Lovington, as we come to the end of the first quarter. Wildcats 14, Rams nothing. Wildcat football continues in 1 minute here on Z94 KZOR.
Congratulations, students and student athletes of Lee County. R360 congratulates all Jal, Eunice, Hobbs, Lovington, Tatum, and the surrounding high schools, and wishes the best of luck to our student athletes competing this week in state playoffs. Right now is more important than ever to recognize positive achievements in our communities. Join R360 in saluting our amazing Lee County students. This community message is brought to you by R360.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
And welcome back to Greyhound Stadium in Portales into the first quarter. Lovington up 14-0 and on the march. I'm TJ Miracle high above Greyhound Stadium. Dawn Morgan patrols Al Whitehead Field. Now, Evie Stuber in studio engineering and producing. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from the Ram 38-yard line. Wyatt with it. It'll be a pitch. Alec Olguin coming to the near side. Turns the corner across the 30. Gets a block to the 25. Down to the 24-yard line. Huge gain right there. It'll be a pickup of 15 for the Wildcats and move to change their 7th first down of the ball game.
Olguin, he's just amazing. He just squirts out.
Yes.
Teams think they have him down, and then next thing you know, he's squirting out and he's moving forward for another 5-10 yards sometimes.
Dylan Saunders on the stop for the Rams. So now Lovington moving from the north to the south. From the Portales 24-yard line near hash mark. Twins left, single receiver to the right. Pitch it, Alec going to try the sweep left side this time. He is hit, and the ball is out, and it is loose, but he gets it back. So. Yeah. That one got stripped away from behind. I saw the ball come through from Nehemiah Yorfie as he popped that one out, and Alec fortunate to land back on it. So he's going to get 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8. The Cats so far living dangerous, but making it work. 4 carries, 22 yards for Olguin. Lovington tried to take advantage of the Portales turnover.
I'm glad. I know that a lot of these guys have gloves on. Some of them do, some of them don't. I'm glad. I'm standing here juggling microphones and phone. And
send a man in motion left to right. Fake the handoff. Pressure comes across the middle. That'll be complete to Gonzalez at the 10. Takes it to the left side. Cuts it back at the goal line. Puts 6 on the board. Touchdown Wildcats. Cesar Gonzalez 22 yards to the house. And the Wildcats up early 20-0.
That play was perfectly executed. Everybody did their job. Everybody. And it was a bullet. A great route. Cesar ran it just flawlessly, and everything worked.
And he made a nifty little move to get Tillman Richards kind of a little out of position, and that's what let him take it into the end zone. Lovington going to shift over. They're going to try the 2-point conversion. The direct snap, and then the handoff to Patrick Sanchez around the left side. And Patrick will take it in, put 2 more on the board for the Wildcats. And with 10:32 remaining in the first half, Lovington 22, Portales nothing. Wildcat football continues in a moment here on Z94 KZOR Hobbs Lovington.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
NMJC, success through learning. My future's looking brighter. My life's an open door. New Mexico Junior College gave me the chance I was looking for. Affordable education designed to fit my needs. Now every day is filled with opportunity. NMJC, success through learning.
NMJC.edu.
Wildcats take advantage of an INT and punch it into the end zone. 22 yards. Wyatt Gomez to Cesar Gonzalez. The point after is a 2-pointer, and it is good by Patrick Sanchez. And just like that, 10:32 remaining in the first half. Lovington in the lead, 22-0.
We need special teams to be really sharp here. We need to guard against feeling too good and guard against that big return.
Diaz and Mayberry back deep to receive. It'll be a little bit shorter kick, going to be fielded at the 15. It'll be dropped at the 15 and just having to pick it up and hope for something to happen as that one bobbled by Xavier Tarpeth as he will go down. But he holds on to the football, but Portales is going to be pinned deep. They'll have it 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line.
And it looked, I don't know whether the fingertips were cold or whether he was thinking about running with it before he actually caught it and had control of it. But I was saying a while ago, I'm glad that I'm just trying to juggle and hold 2 or 3 things, the rosters and the phone and the microphone. I'm glad I'm not out there trying to catch and hold on to a football because it's definitely cold.
Yes, it is. I was going to say my hands are cold and I'm in a semi-enclosed booth. Trips to the left and one to the right. Handed off to Diaz. Starts it left, keeps it left. Crosses the 20 to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4 for Devin Diaz on his first carry of the game, and it'll be 2nd down and 6.
Nice work by the defense, Damian Munoz.
So far, the Lovington defense has been the story of the game. And, the 10-yard sack and then the INT.
And Alex Rivera, both of them in on that stop.
2nd down and 6 for Portales from their own 21-yard line. Diaz shifts around to the right shoulder of Culpepper. He's got trips to the left, single receiver to the right. High snap, Culpepper handles it. Pressure comes near side and just out of the reach of a flashing Angie Ontiveros on the near side. Good coverage coming close by Cameron Ochoa, incomplete. And now it'll be 3rd down and 6.
The real secret of that was the great pressure being put on Culpepper by Patrick Sanchez and Elon Clayton coming across and in pursuit.
So now 3rd down and 6. Portales football. They'll send trips to the left. They've got Mayberry in the slot on the left side. Good snap. Paxton with it. He'll toss it over to the far side. Diaz will have it across the 25 out to the 27-yard line. That's going to be close to the 1st down, and they're going to give him just what he needs. It'll be 6-yard completion.
And Elon Clayton was in on him, and he's disappointed. He was hoping to keep him from getting that yardage and that 1st down.
First down of the ball game for Portales comes with 9:40 remaining in the first half. Lovington up 22-0. A little confusion as to who's supposed to go where for Portales on 1st down. They'll wind up with twins left, twins right, single back in the backfield with Culpepper. Culpepper from the shotgun barks it out. Option look left side, pitches it at the last second to Diaz. He's across the 30, drags some cats with him across the 35, out to the 37-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 9 on the option pitch for Diaz. It'll be 2nd down and about 1 to go. As Culpepper waited until the last possible second to toss that one.
Right.
As he was under intense pressure, just under intense pressure. Damian Munoz had a hold of him.
But Diaz stayed very close, very close. You could tell that they were working that play, and it did work.
So it'll be 2nd down and 1 for the Rams. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. Twins left, twins right. Diaz in the backfield. Culpepper sends a man in motion from the left to the right. Good snap. Culpepper back to pass. Comes near side. Gets it to Mayberry across the 40. Hit immediately and dropped by Alec Olguin. He'll pick up 5 on the play, but good coverage by Olguin to limit Mayberry, his first catch of the ball game. It'll move the chains for Portales.
Right.
But hey, I talked about it, and we talked about it at the pregame show. You don't have to stop Mayberry and Culpepper. You just have to contain them.
Contain them. Keep them from getting more yardage. Keep them from getting the 1st down. Keep them from getting a touchdown in the end zone. Yeah, containment.
Twins to the left, twins to the right from the near hash mark. 8 minutes to go, first half. Wildcats up 22-0. Diaz is the lone back. He's on the left shoulder of Culpepper. Culpepper with it, 3-step drop, tosses it to Diaz out of the backfield, and Diaz runs into a Wildcat. Could have called targeting on that as he crosses the 45 to the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 to the flip to Diaz out of the backfield.
And Patrick Sanchez, one of the tallest Wildcats on the field, reached up and tried to tip that when it was just out of his fingertips.
Good pressure once again by Lovington. Tennessee Diaz did not get out of bounds. They keep the clock moving. 7.5 minutes to go first half. 2nd down and 5. Portales on the march, still on their own side of the field from their own 46-yard line.
Lovington would like to kill this Portales momentum here.
Ontiveros in motion left to right. Back to pass. Now stepping up. Culpepper in trouble. Fires it. And that one knocked away at the last second. Is coming across was Gutierrez and swats that one away from Caden Cordova. That's going to be back in the neighborhood of a hold. As Culpepper coming near side. Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Are you kidding me?
Whoa.
They got to him right as the ball they got him before the ball left his hand. That is, I'm just going to say, a questionable call. I'm going to leave it at that. So it'll be 15 yards and a first down for Portales, their third of the ball game and their first venture into Lovington territory.
And it keeps their momentum going. Lovington needed to do the opposite of that. Needed to kill that momentum, not help it.
So now it'll be 1st and 10 from the Wildcat 39-yard line. 7:10 to go here in the first half. Twins left, Twins right. Diaz still in the backfield with Culpepper. Culpepper sends Lopez in motion this time, left to right. Back to pass. Pressure comes. Wants it all. Goes to Mayberry. Left side. Has him at the 10 and into the end zone. 39 yards. Culpepper to Mayberry, and Portales is on the board, and their crowd finally coming back to life.
Yeah, and Rivera was on him, and he was just behind him. And I kept wanting him to turn around, and try to intercept that. But I don't think he could have done that. That ball was just bound for Culpepper's hand.
Standifer is up, and it is good on the extra point. 7:05 to go here in the first half. Lovington 22, Portales 7. We're back in 1 minute. Wildcat football continues on Z94 KZOR.
Knowledge is the power to see more, do more, and be more. As one of the most affordable universities in the Southwest, Eastern New Mexico University has helped thousands of people just like you earn a degree. Spring 2024 at ENMU is the perfect time to get started with affordable tuition, great scholarships, and a wide range of in-person or online classes. Learn your power. Apply today for spring 2024 at enmu.edu. Eastern New Mexico University. Student success, that's what we're about.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week, you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Portales Rams take advantage of a Lovington roughing the passer penalty, 39 yards. Paxton Culpepper to Zane Mayberry, and the point after is good. On the ensuing kickoff, Lovington will field it, and then Rivera will fake the little starburst, then comes all the way to the near side. He's across the 25 to the 30 and bumped out at the 34-yard line as he faked the handoff. Almost a micro starburst to Jaden Gutierrez, keeps it himself, and has a pretty decent return. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from their own 34-yard line. Don Morgan field side. I'm TJ Miracle, high above Greyhound Stadium. Evie Stuber in studio engineering and producing. So now important for the Cats to answer, Dawn.
Yeah, they need to answer, but more importantly, they need to hang on to the ball. Don't get antsy. Don't get ahead of themselves. They're still ahead in this game. They need to assert their dominance again, hang on to the ball, and then get down into the end zone, kill Portales' momentum.
Tight formation, give it to Olguin, makes a man miss in the backfield, but runs into the teeth then of the defense, and he is going to be run over and absolutely creamed. Brandon Webster on the stop. Also Nehemiah Yorfie. It'll be a pickup of 1. Not a lot of running room up the middle for Alec.
No.
And that's what you do with Cameron. You send him up the middle. You get Alec on the sweeps where he can take more advantage of his speed. But hey, it works. You've got to keep them respecting the run.
Yeah, and you've got, if you're Lovington, you have got to move the ball forward here. You cannot get stalled out. Cannot give Portales more ammunition.
With 2 tight ends in the ball game, 2 receivers to the right side. Fake the handoff to Alec, and on the end around, they'll give it to Thompson. He's got a little room across the 40 to the 45. Gets a block from Rivero and out near midfield before he's finally spun out of bounds. And he's punched 3 times on the sideline.
Yeah, where's
no
the
flag.
ball?
The official is right on top of it. Leighton Faust. You could give Faust a WWE Championship belt for that one. It's a pickup of 14. No flag on the play, and move the chains. First down, Wildcats.
It's all right. Lovington will do it without any help.
Just shy of midfield from the Wildcat 49-yard line. 2 officials standing right there on top of it, and Faust was throwing. All right, I'm going to drop it. We're going to win. We're going to win this one without doing that. Trips to the left, single receiver to the right. Hand it off, fake the handoff to Ochoa, throws it underneath.
Gonzalez.
And
Cesar.
he will get that complete as curling out of the backfield. Cesar Gonzalez will pick up 5.
He was stopped by Diaz.
And Diaz, he was down on his knees. They could have called Diaz for a late hit there. They chose not to. They probably would have if it had been the other way. I didn't say that out loud. 5 yards, though, to Cesar Gonzalez. His 3rd catch of the ball game for 48 yards. 2nd down and 5. 5 minutes to go. They're eating clock. I like this. They're in Portales territory at the Ram 45.
And that's exactly what they needed to do. Hang on to the ball, eat a little clock, just get back in, make it clear they're in charge.
It is their game. Trips to the left, single receiver to the right. Hand it off to Ochoa. Gets away from 1, gets away from 2, is spun down after he picks up 4.
That was Dunner who had the last grasp on him.
So the 4-yarder to Cameron Ochoa, 6 carries, 19 yards for Cameron, and it is 3rd down and 1. Of course, Portales will have the football to start the second half, but Lovington would love to get another touchdown on the board here in the first half and not leave Portales any time.
That's right.
Of course, when you've got Culpepper to Mayberry, you don't need but a couple of seconds if you can get him free. So now on a 3rd down and 1, Wildcat football. They need to get it up to the 41-yard line. From the 42, the hard count. And jumping off sides, Javier Lujan comes off sides.
Yeah.
Just a second penalty on Portales, and that one will move the chains for the Wildcats.
Yep. Wyatt.
And it will be offsides. Yep. I'm surprised they didn't call false start on us. So move the chains. First down, Wildcats. 2nd penalty of the game on the Rams. Oh, inside the 40 now to the 37-yard line. Lovington football inside Portales territory. 4 minutes to go in the first half. Lovington up 22-7. Send trips to the left side. Single receiver to the right. Wyatt waits on it. Now he will hand it off. Ochoa over left guard. Crosses the 35 to the 34-yard line.
Ooh.
Hard running. 3 yards inside for Cameron. 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, that was, let's see, Faust and Chavez who brought him down.
That's all right. 3 yards at a whack. Gets you first down. Keeps the clock and the chains moving. 3.5 minutes to go now in the first half.
Yep.
Lovington just taking their time. Both teams still with all 3 timeouts.
Yep, and the clock is Lovington's friend.
Just want to go ahead and get your points on this drive.
Yes.
Empty set in the backfield from the far hash mark. 3 receivers right side. Send a man in motion right to left. That is Ochoa. Back to pass across the middle to Gonzalez, and Gonzalez crosses the 25 to the 24-yard line. Pick up a 10 to Cesar Gonzalez and move the chains. First down, Wildcats. That is their 10th first down of the half.
Just exactly what they needed to do. Play very calm, controlled, focused offense and move forward. Eat clock and get in the... Got to take care of the football. Don't cough it up. Don't stall out.
So from the Portales 25-yard line, first down and 10 for the Wildcats, knocking on the red zone door. Twins left, twins right from the far hash mark. Olguin is the deep back. Wyatt with it. Gomez back to pass. Has time. Throws it far sideline, and that one sails on him a little bit.
Yeah.
As a little bit of extracurricular going on in the backfield, as hats off to Damian Munoz as he went over there and got right in the face of number 51. We don't have a 51 on our roster, but he was keeping him off of his quarterback, and no flag thrown either way on that. I think that's right. Let him go.
Yeah, that ball intended for Rivero, by the way. just a little high. And can we talk for a minute about the coverage that the line is giving?
Wyatt has had a lot of time.
He has. It's great.
From the pistol formation this time, only 3 yards behind the line. Wyatt waits on it, fakes the pitch, rolls left, comes back, pump fake, comes across the middle to Rivero in the end zone. 6 on the board, touchdown Wildcats, 25 yards, Rivero down the seam, and Lovington adds to the lead, 28-7. Elijah Rivero from 25 yards out, split 2 defenders, and takes it to the house.
I tell you, execution and all, and just great throw. Again, good protection by the line, and a great move by Rivero.
And it'll be Aranda on to attempt the extra point out of the hold of Olguin. Snap is good, the hold is good, the kick is up, and it is good. With 2:22 remaining in the first half, Lovington 29, Portales 7. We'll just keep it right here and say a big thank you to Lovington Schools, Lovington Auto Supply, Bob's Thriftway, Man Welding, Stone Oilfield Services, Eastern New Mexico University, Eunice Pump and Supply, Lasco Construction, Norley Hospital, R360 IPS Incorporated, and New Mexico Junior College, making Wildcat football possible here on Z94 KZOR, and of course on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com, because the NMAA decided that they wanted to charge you to watch this game if you couldn't make it. We are not allowed to do the pictures, but because of those sponsors we have for the quarters and the semis, and of course the audio and the live scoring, courtesy of those sponsors today, we appreciate having you here. And it's going to be an interesting Bob Thriftway coaches conversation going into the Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show. I'm not sure the Cats could have scripted this one any better, Dawn.
Yeah, and what they're going to have to guard against is a tale of 2 halves. They want to seal this up. They want to try to go ahead and guard against the big play, the big return, and just try to keep this a 29-7 game going into half, and then to make sure that they don't, it's not all Lovington first half, all Portales second half.
Remy Hernandez will tee it up. The senior place kicker will kick it from the left to the right from my perspective. Couple of Rams back deep. That is Diaz and Mayberry, and that one will be a high end over-ender, and it'll be fielded by Tarpeth again. Gets it at the 10 to the 15 to the 20. Actually, that's Mayberry. 25 to the 30, 35 to the 40, and out to the 45-yard line. That is Tarpeth.
Yeah.
Number 13. And he'll take it out to the Portales 45. A good return, but one Lovington guy on that far side, all that could stop him. And was that Hernandez that finally bumped him out of bounds?
Yeah, I think so. There was traffic in the way of me. There was a sideline team, and then other team coming across, and I couldn't quite catch it.
I think it was Remy Hernandez, the last guy who could stop him, as whistles sound. As timeout going to be taken by Lovington, and I think this is a good timeout. We'll just keep it right here. Sometimes Lovington's special teams in the last month and a half or so have kind of been a little bit shaky. I like this timeout, though, to calm the defense down. A lot of their frontline defenders also play on special teams. Right. So I like this timeout to try and settle them down and refocus them.
Yeah. Too, because this is going to be a very important 2 minutes and 15 seconds here before half, and and you notice that Lovington has split everybody out into 4 different huddles, and they're getting talked to, and none of the coaches talking to them is Coach G. It's all of the defensive, offensive coordinators, special teams coordinators, and good huddle. I think, and as you said, a great time for it. That was strategic. And, neither of these teams have been taking timeouts much in this first half.
No, matter of fact, Portales is going to run the 2-minute offense, and they've got 55 yards to go, all 3 timeouts, and 2:15 on the clock. Empty set in the backfield for Culpepper from their own 45. Back to pass. Good protection. Now it breaks down, slings it to the left side, and that one got tipped a little bit at the line. Good job by Alex Rivera. He got a fingertip on it, and that kind of got it wobbling over on the far side. Intended target was Beck, and it'll be incomplete. Second down and 10.
And you probably couldn't tell from that vantage point, but I can hear right on the sideline that was really overthrown. It really came out of his hand hot and high.
2:10 to go in the first half. 29-7, Lovington in the lead, but Portales, are not going away. Trips left, Twins to the right. Mayberry in the slot on the left side. And the hard count, and Lovington jumps. But they are pointing at Portales, but now they're moving backwards. I have a feeling, it'll be offsides on Lovington. Let's just get the confirmation from the referee here.
Yeah.
And it will be offsides on the Wildcats. So Lovington, that'll be their 5th penalty for 55 yards, and it'll be 2nd down and 5. You cannot gift a team like Portales free yards, and we've given them way too much of them in the first half.
And still 2:10 left to play before half.
We're still up on the board, though. Trips left, Twins to the right. 5 receiver set. Back to pass. Culpepper with time. Now the pocket breaks down, and he'll go down, and is going to be tapped down. Patrick Sanchez will get him. The turf monster gets a credit for a half sack on that. Patrick Sanchez will get all of it. It is a 9-yard sack, 2nd of the ball game, and down goes Culpepper. It'll be 3rd down and 13.
And I think Culpepper thought that Sanchez kind of got held up. Culpepper looked at him, saw he was headed for him, and I think he was trying to skid down.
Where is Mayberry? That becomes the question. He is on the left side. O'Gean going to be on him. I'd put somebody else out there on him too if I was Lovington. 3rd down and 13. Portales with it. Bull rush comes. Tossing it left side and just throwing that one away. That should be intentional grounding because he was backpedaling. He was not out of the tackle box when he threw it away. They've changed that rule this year, and the officials are talking about it. That should be intentional grounding. It should be loss of down.
Well,
and 10 yards.
But doesn't matter. I mean,
it's 4th and 13.
Yeah, and it looks like the punt team is on anyway.
Watch for the fake punt. 1:21 to go in the first half. Lovington still with 2 timeouts. We'll get a chance to see their 2-minute offense.
Yeah, that ball hit the trainer's table over here.
And that one going to be popped up in the air by Diaz, and Lovington yells, get away from it, and it takes a Wildcat bounce at the 40, comes back to the 45-yard line before Manny Chavez blocks it out like a catcher, taking one in the dirt, takes it off the chest protector. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from their own 45. They've got 2 timeouts and 1:13 to work with. Another score here of any kind would be huge before the half.
Oh, absolutely. So good for psychologically for Lovington and really so damaging for Portales. Even though they'll have the ball coming out in the second half, you want them to get to be down as much as possible when that happens.
From the near hash mark, 4 receiver set, wide back to pass, dumps it out. That is to Ochoa, stiff arms Diaz. He's across the 50, puts his shoulders down, across the 45 and out to the 43-yard line, and flags come in everywhere.
Wow.
Ochoa is going to pick up 12. The play will stand. The question is, where's the personal foul going to come in?
Yeah, I don't know. Richards took him down.
So let's see. And we're going to have personal foul, face mask, tack 15 yards onto the end of it. Another 1st down for the Wildcats.
And it wasn't, I don't think it was Richards who did it. It was somebody grabbed him right before Richards bear hugged him to get him down. And I didn't see just that there was a kind of a melee, and a hand came out of 2 or 3 of the Rams. I don't know who it was.
That'll move Lovington inside the Portales 30 to the 28-yard line. 1:04 remaining in the first half. Lovington trying to tack another one onto this one, already up 29-7. So the Wildcats will come up to the line, send Twins to the left and Twins to the right. Gomez barks it out, has what he wants, rolls right side, looking towards the end zone, fires off the back foot, has Gonzalez in the back of the end zone, 6 on the board, touchdown Wildcats, 28 yards, Cesar Gonzalez, and the Cats roll. Wow.
Incredible. That ball set up, and I thought, oh no, because Portales had 3 or 4 guys in the neighborhood, and I was so afraid that it was going to be picked off. But no, Gonzalez reached up and got it and held on to it.
That'll make this a 35-7 ball game. Still with just about a minute to play in the first half, and the kick is up, and it is good. 57 seconds remaining in the first half. Lovington 36, Portales 7. We're back in 1 minute on Z94, KZOR Hobbs Lovington.
Napa know-how.
Wednesday, October 3rd, Lovington Auto Supply, your Napa Auto Parts store in Lovington, wants to show you their thanks in the form of huge discounts with savings on quality Napa tools, 50% off Napa filters, plus the Napa tool truck and Ron Cap's funny car will be on site. Don't miss Napa's Customer Appreciation Sale, Wednesday, October the 3rd in Lovington at Lovington Auto Supply, your Napa store.
Napa know-how.
Congratulations, students and student athletes of Lee County. R360 congratulates all Jow, Eunice, Hobbs, Lovington, Tatum, and the surrounding high schools, and wishes the best of luck to our student athletes competing this week in state playoffs. Right now is more important than ever to recognize positive achievements in our communities. Join R360 in saluting our amazing Lee County students. This community message is brought to you by R360.
Lovington Wildcats take advantage of another one and another score on the board. 28 yards, Wyatt Gomez to Cesar Gonzalez. The point after is good, and the Wildcats are rolling in this one, 36-7. Welcome back to Portales. This, of course, is the 4A state championship game. I'm TJ Miracle, Don Morgan Fieldside, Amy Stuber in studio engineering and producing. As Hernandez will kick it away, it is a deep one, and it'll be fielded back at the 5. Bringing it out is Diaz. And
Beck.
They're Beck, thank you. That's 3, not 5, and he'll take it out to the 25-yard line. First down and 10. They tried to do a little trick back there.
Lovington did not fall for it.
No, it looked like they were going to hand it to Mayberry, and instead Beck just kept it himself.
And Lovington stayed on him, brought him down.
51 seconds from your Bob's Thriftway coaches conversation. I have a feeling Coach G going to be happy, but I have a feeling the word finish is going to come out of his mouth at least twice.
I think so.
Now it'll be up to them to finish the half. Mayberry by himself with Lopez now in the slot on the left side. Twins to the right. Good snap, hand it off. Looking to run. Diaz is tripped up at the line. As going under, that was Elon Clayton. It'll be a pickup of 1 for Diaz, and it'll be second down and about 9.
But clock is running.
Yeah, Portales choosing not to take the timeout. You've got to think they're going to run one more play. They're going to shoot for the end zone. They've got about 2 seconds difference, game clock, play clock. Put 2 men on Mayberry. Send a man in motion from the left to the right. That's on Tavedos. Back to pass. Culpepper looks left, throws left, has a man, and that'll be good for the first down. Crossing the 40 as that's to Beck. So Beck is going to wind up getting, that is 14 yards to Beck, and it'll be the 4th first down for Portales. And now Portales going to take the timeout. We'll just keep it right here as we get ready for this one. 10 seconds to go. Now if you're Lovington, I think pretty much, you know what? You let them throw it to whoever they want to. Just line up all 11 guys out around your own 40-yard line and say, throw it wherever you want to. We will give you 2 right here.
And then just stop whoever comes at it with the football. Stop them. Yep.
Now then, that is not Coach G's way of playing, and that's not what they're going to do.
It's not going to happen.
And I've always said there's a reason that I'm up here and not down there, and that's probably one of those reasons.
But an important 10 seconds here as Lovington really, they're way ahead on the scoreboard, 36-7, but it's important to not let Portales score right before the half.
Yeah, you can have a 2-score swing with Portales getting the ball first in the second half.
Sure.
Culpepper with it, no pressure, throwing it to the left side. That one will be complete to Beck once again, and he steps out after a 7-yard gain, and they've still got 5 seconds on the clock. So the 7-yard gain, 76 yards on 9 attempts for Paxton Culpepper. Second down and 3, 5 to go.
Lovington defense got to keep up the intensity here. Got to keep up the intensity.
Lopez is 10 to burn us too, and they've got him and Mayberry right at the 50. That's where the ball is spotted. Second down and 3, not that that really matters. 5 seconds remaining in the half.
He may go back to Beck again.
As they look to pass, and they'll go to the left side, and it will be to Beck, and he'll step out at the 40. It'll be a 10-yard completion to Beck. His 3rd catch for 31 yards. And so that'll leave 1.6 seconds remaining. So now they're going to the end zone.
You bet.
Final play of the half. Lovington leading 36-7. They'd like to go into the locker room with this game right there.
And I think he'll go left. Well, I don't know. He's having good with you may just keep it going back to back again.
Backing on Taveros to the right side. You've got Trips to the left now.
Culpepper out to the left.
Looking to pass. Culpepper looks left, steps up in the pocket, fires across the middle end, and out of the hands, off the fingertips of a leaping Brayton Beck, incomplete. And we go to halftime. Lovington 36, Portales 7, as we get ready for the Bob Thriftway coaches conversation.
That was because Patrick Sanchez is the one who spoiled that play. Patrick Sanchez definitely caused that.
Yes, he did. As Dawn, here comes Coach G. Coach's conversation.
Coach G, a big lead at half, 36-7. What do you like out of that first half? What's coming second half?
Just real proud of our offense right now. You know, Wyatt's doing an unbelievable job of taking care of the football right now, and I don't know that he's got an incompletion right now. I mean, but he's doing a good job of leading our offense right here. So biggest thing for us right now is I've asked those guys to come out and start fast. That's what they did. The big test is going to be here in the second half. This team's not going to give up. They're in the state championship, too, and they're fighting for their life right now, so we can't give them any life at all whatsoever. We got to come out here in the second half. Our defense is going to take the field to start, and we got to set the tone for the second half.
Which is?
We got to finish.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks, Coach.
Our Bob Thriftway coaches conversation. Coach Anthony Gonzalez joining Dawn Morgan. Thanks, Coach G, all season long for joining us at halftime and after the game. Your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show coming up. Wildcats leading this state championship game 36-7. Back in 3 minutes for your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show on Z94 KZOR.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
NMJC, success through learning. My future's looking brighter. My life's an open door. New Mexico Junior College gave me the chance I was looking for. Affordable education designed to fit my needs. Now every day is filled with opportunity. NMJC, success through learning.
NMJC.edu.
Knowledge is the power to see more, do more, and be more. As one of the most affordable universities in the Southwest, Eastern New Mexico University has helped thousands of people just like you earn a degree. Spring 2024 at ENMU is the perfect time to get started with affordable tuition, great scholarships, and a wide range of in-person or online classes. Learn your power. Apply today for spring 2024 at enmu.edu. Eastern New Mexico University. Student success, that's what we're about.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Napa Know-How.
Wednesday, October 3rd, Lovington Auto Supply, your Napa Auto Parts store in Lovington, wants to show you their thanks in the form of huge discounts with savings on quality Napa tools, 50% off Napa filters, plus the Napa tool truck and Ron Cap's funny car will be on site. Don't miss Napa's Customer Appreciation Sale, Wednesday, October the 3rd in Lovington at Lovington Auto Supply, your Napa store.
Napa Know-How.
Welcome back to Portales Lovington Wildcats State Championship Game football here on Z94 KZOR with Don Morgan Fieldside. I'm TJ Miracle, high above Greyhound Stadium. Evie Stuber in studio engineering and producing. 36-7. Wildcats in command of this one. And this is your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show from Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. When you need the Napa Know-How for your car, and you know you're going to, get it from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply. Lovington Auto Supply and Napa, get up and go. Taking a look at the numbers in the first half of this one, we will start with the Portales Rams. Paxton Culpepper having a pretty pedestrian day for him. He goes 7 of 11 in the first half for 86 yards. He throws 1 touchdown and 1 interception. No huge surprise. That touchdown coming to Zane Mayberry. He's got 2 catches, 44 yards, including that 39-yard touchdown catch. Braden Beck actually is the most catches. He's got 3 catches in the ball game for 31 yards, and Devin Diaz out of the backfield, a couple of catches for 11 yards. So 86 yards through the air for the Rams. Now on the ground, the Rams have had some pretty tough sledding. Devin Diaz leads the way. He's got 3 carries for 14 yards. Caden Cordova actually got the start in this one. He's got 2 carries for 6 yards. Paxton Culpepper has been sacked twice, his only 2 carries of the ball game, and so he has lost 19 yards cumulatively. 86 yards through the air, only 1 on the ground. 87 total yards for a high-power Portales team in that first half. Portales was whistled 3 times for 35 yards in the first half. They got 4 first downs, 1 turnover, that interception we mentioned, and no score in the first, 7 in the second. That's how Portales gets to their 7 on the board. Turning the page for the Lovington Wildcats. Yeah, Coach G, you mentioned, Don, he didn't think he had an incompletion. Well, he does. He's got 3 of them, but that's pretty darn good. Wyatt in the first half goes 15 of 18 for 225 yards, 4 touchdowns, and no interceptions. 2 of those touchdowns coming to Cesar Gonzalez, who leads the receiving corps right now. 5 catches, 86 yards, and 2 touchdowns. DeMarcus Thompson, a pretty quiet game for him, but he's done an awful lot both sides of the ball. He's only got 3 catches for 16 yards. Anson Marquez, 2 catches, 29 yards, but both of those catches for Marquez are touchdowns. And then Elijah Rivero has 3 catches for 77 yards and a touchdown. Pardon me, did I say 4 touchdowns? 1, 2, 3, 4. I meant 5 touchdowns. I can't read my own handwriting. So 15 of 18, 225, 5 touchdowns in the first half and no interceptions. On the ground, hard sledding, but cumulatively, the Wildcats are over the century mark. Cameron Ochoa with 7 carries for 22 yards. Alec Olguin, 5 carries, 23 yards. Wyatt Gomez, 1 keeper for 12 yards. He has not been sacked. DeMarcus Thompson is the leading rusher right now, 2 carries, 30 yards. And Elijah Rivera, 1 carry for 7 yards. 225 through the air, 104 on the ground, 329 total in the first half for Lovington. Probably a few too many penalties, but when you're up big, you can overlook that. 5 penalties, 55 yards in the first half. Lovington had 11 first downs in the half. They got 14 points in the first quarter, 22 in the second quarter. That's how they get to their 36 on the board, Don Morgan.
By Lovington, it's been quite a performance by Lovington in all aspects, offensively, defensively, special teams. Really, they've met the challenge so far. But I think the halftime message is the same thing that Coach told us. I think he's probably preaching to the team is, you're up, but you still cannot take this team lightly. There's a lot of football left to play, and you got to come out and be just as physical, just as focused, just as intense as in the first half, and got to continue to execute in all facets of the game, because again, this team is a good team and they're fighting. And again, what Lovington needs to guard against is feeling too comfortable with a 36-7 lead at halftime and letting it become a tale of 2 halves. It's pretty much been all Lovington that first half. And that Portales is going to look at that, going to try to make some adjustments, going to come out, and Lovington has got to just come out just as tough, as ferocious and intense as they did to start this game.
Well, you're absolutely right. And offensively, it couldn't have gone any better. It's pretty much just like you got to think Coach G and his offensive staff, scripted that one up. They came out, on their very first drive of the ball game, they ate time off the clock, and they wound up in the end zone with the score on that 20-yarder to Anson Marquez after a few little kind of oopsies there with the defense, or whether with the penalties, but they still cashed that one in and then continued to special teams. They had one kind of little letdown, and it got Portales good field position. In the end, it wound up not costing them. So, okay there, and really just kind of one lapse on defense too. And you're going to see that when you're playing good teams. It's not necessarily a lapse. It's just, the other team beats you on some plays, and that's just the way it goes. So just keep doing what you do. Portales, on the other hand, they are going to have to make some major adjustments. We saw this in the championship game, Dawn, the district championship game, as opposed to today's state championship game. They really had trouble with Lovington's receiving core, because Lovington can toss it all over the field. There are some names that we have not mentioned that have been big parts of the receiving core this year. We haven't mentioned Zay Betancourt. We haven't mentioned Patrick Sanchez on the offensive side. We haven't mentioned Alec Olguin catching a pass yet, and Ryan Weiser is still out there too. Yep. And so all of those guys can catch passes. It's a matter for Portales a little bit of pick your poison, and if they give Wyatt Gomez time to look, and Wyatt has had plenty of time to look, he will always find the open receiver. Yeah, and that makes it tough. If you're Portales, you're accustomed to thinking one or two, keying in on one or two guys, right? And in Lovington, Gomez has an embarrassment of riches in terms of, whatever lineup, whatever squad, whoever's in the lineup at any particular time, he's got 2, 3, 4 possible receivers, any one of which can take it into the end zone. And if he executes a pass and they've got blocking, they're gone. So it's really good. Plus, Lovington has got different guys who can run the ball. So, and then they've got, a couple of different looks. They have not gone to it too much, which is what you want to do. But when they put slide DeMarcus in there, taking a snap and running the ball with it, or tossing it out or throwing it, then they've been able to do that effectively as well. So Lovington is definitely, they've got the upper hand right now. They just need to guard against giving it up. They got to take care of the football. They got to come out. Defense is going to be put to the test right away from a fresh Portales team getting fired up in the locker room, because that they're getting fired up. They're getting the same talk. Hey, you guys are a good team. You're down, but it's a lot of football left. You can come back. So Lovington's got their work cut out for them. They've got a great lead to work with. They just can't afford to fritter it away, because as you said, back-to-back TDs can definitely change the complexion of this game in just a minute or two. Yeah, they can. And Lovington, when you talk about it, for Portales to get back-to-back touchdowns would, probably necessitate getting a Lovington turnover, and Lovington has not turned the ball over today. Portales only has once. Lovington dropped the ball but got it back. So a big thing, Lovington plus 13 in the turnover margins, which means they forced 13 more than they've had this season. And that's been one of the keys to them being victorious. We talked about this, actually, you and I privately on the way up here. Lovington has lost 3 games this season. Okay, let's talk about those 3 games they lost. They lost a game to the state champion in 5A, the state runner-up in 5A. We don't know who that is yet. They're playing this time in Artesia right now, Artesia and Roswell High. But, okay, so you lost to the bigger classification number 1 and number 2 school. Both of those teams, the number 1 and number 2 schools, regardless of classification in the Land of Enchantment. And you lost to a top 15 4A team in Texas in the Seminole Indians. Seminole was upset, actually, last night by Glen Rose in the Texas 4A regional semifinals, which is the 3rd round of the Texas state playoffs. They have 6 rounds over there. It is insane. But that was an upset last night. So a top 15 team. So you've lost to 3 extremely good teams, and you've handled everybody else. Portales, they've lost 1 game this year, and that was to Lovington, but that is probably the toughest game that they've played all year. Lovington, by far, other than Rio Rancho Cleveland has the toughest schedule in New Mexico regardless of classification in the state. Rio Rancho Cleveland is playing for the 6A title this afternoon, and their schedule was just slightly tougher than Lovington's. I mean, in the strength of schedule, the way they figure that out, it's like 4.5 to 3.9.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. I heard walking behind the team on the sidelines here, right after that second touchdown that Lovington made, assistant coach Faith walked down the line and hollered at the team and just looked at each player in the face and said, "We're not the same. We're not the same." You know what I mean? We're not the same. And I thought that was very interesting, and the players nodded. And, I mean, that's definitely something I think that's what that means to me is we're not the same team as you know, from the very first part of this season. We're not the same team from even the fifth game of this season. We may not be the same team from last week. We are a ferocious state champion football team that now has this game to lose.
24 minutes to decide who will go home with the big blue trophy, as the Wildcats want to keep the two trophies in attendance today. You're color coordinated with them getting the blue one, which indicates the state champion. This has been your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How Halftime Show from Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Get the Napa Know-How for your car. You know you're going to need it, so get it from Lovington Auto Supply. Proud to be supporters of the Lovington Wildcats. Lovington Auto Supply in Napa, get up and go. And when we come back, we'll kick off the second half. Wildcat State Championship game football continues on Z94 KZOR.
Congratulations, students and student athletes of Lee County. R360 congratulates all Jow, Eunice, Hobbs, Lovington, Tatum, and the surrounding high schools, and wishes the best of luck to our student athletes competing this week in state playoffs. Right now is more important than ever to recognize positive achievements in our communities. Join R360 in saluting our amazing Lee County students. This community message is brought to you by R360.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
NMJC, success through learning. My future's looking brighter. My life's an open door. New Mexico Junior College gave me the chance I was looking for. Affordable education designed to fit my needs. Now every day is filled with opportunity. NMJC, success through learning.
NMJC.edu.
24 minutes to decide who the king of the mountain is in 4A football in the state of New Mexico. Lovington dominating the first half, but Portales is not going to go away, and they're going to look to make the big comeback. Welcome back to the campus of Eastern New Mexico University and Greyhound Stadium. From high above the field, I'm TJ Miracle. Don Morgan patrols Al Whitehead Field. Tiff and Evie Stuber in studio engineering and producing, running the three-ring circus today back at Z94 KZOR Hobbs Lovington, the Z94 KZOR app, HobbsAmerica.com. and the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. Of course, because of NMAA video rights grants, we are not allowed to show you the pictures of this one. They wanted to charge you $13 to watch this game. We have never charged you, and we never will, thanks to those great sponsors that you do see on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. We do things a little different, but they're in charge, so they said no pictures today unless you pay them. So that's just how it is. So, Don Morgan, it's going to be a big 24 minutes of clock time to determine who the champ is. Now, as we get ready for the kickoff of this one, as Lovington will be kicking from the north to the south to start this second half of action, as Remy Hernandez will tee it up. And back deep, you've got Beck and Mayberry. So here we go. Start of the second half is underway as Remy will kick it high, end over end, and that'll drive Beck back into the end zone. And the way New Mexico works is if it goes into the end zone, you are not allowed to bring it back. And so that'll bring the ball out to the 20, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rams from the 20-yard line. We are just underway in the second half. Lovington leading this one 36-7. But still a lot of football to play. Lovington looking for, depending on how you look at it, either their third title in 4 years or their second in 3. I do count the COVID Bowl year. The NMAA does not officially. Twins to the left and twins to the right as Culpepper will bring him out as he's got Cordova starting the second half in the backfield with him on the left shoulder. High snap. Culpepper with it. Has time. Good pressure. Good protection. Is hit as he lets it fly and finds a man in the soft spot of the zone. And that one will be complete to Tommy Lopez all the way out to the 35-yard line. Lopez's first catch of the game and one play, 1 first down for Portales. Underway now here in the third quarter. He turned around and found a soft spot in the zone and made Lovington pay. 101 through the air now for Culpepper. 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. Just underway as Portales will split twins left, twins to the right. Send a man in motion left to right. That is Lopez. Culpepper with it. Pressure comes across the middle and a catch, but a huge hit put on as Cameron Ochoa drills Anthony Ontiveros, who's still going to pick up 8 yards on that one, but he paid for it. Good job. Credit where credit is due as he hangs on to that one. Cameron Ochoa, though, drills him, and they'll give him to the 45-yard line, a pickup of 9 officially. So now it'll be twins to the left, twins to the right. 2nd down and 1. Send the man in motion. That's on Taveros coming from the right to the left from the far hash mark. At the Ram 45-yard line, Culpepper back to pass. Pressure comes, throws it, has a man underneath, wide open at the 45 and down inside the 40 to the 35-yard line. That's Andre Ontiveros. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 22 yards to Ontiveros, and it's another first down for Portales. So that's Ontiveros' second catch for 30 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10, ball spotted at the 34-yard line inside Wildcat territory. 10-15 remaining in the ball game. Twins left, twins right. Hand the ball off to Cordova. A little stutter step, and he'll get about 2 yards before he is met and dropped. Christian Rodello, and also on the stop, Alex Rivera. Not a lot of room for Caden Cordova to run. It'll be a pickup of 1 officially, and it'll be 2nd down and 9. Under 10 to play in the third quarter. Portales, their opening possession of the second half, trailing Lovington 36-7. Now they're going to send trips receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. That is Mayberry. Diaz checks in, is the lone back on the left shoulder. High snap, Culpepper with it. Pressure comes, fires it, finds a man in the zone. That is Cordova across the 20 and down to the 15 to the 13-yard line. 20 yards to Caden Cordova from the slot. So Cordova with a 20-yarder, and that'll be a Portales first down. As all of a sudden, they are moving the ball. 22 Cordova. Inside the Lovington red zone from the 13-yard line. 1st down and 10. Portales on the march. Send trips to the left. Single receiver to the right. Diaz in the backfield. High snap. Culpepper with it. Hit as he lets it fly. And over the outstretched leap of Mayberry as Alec Olguin hit him just as the ball got there. Good timing. Good pressure in the backfield, too, from Valente Herrera. And it'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 13-yard line. Lovington's defense trying to stiffen up here with 8:58 to go on the opening possession and opening drive of the second half. Third quarter from here at Greyhound Stadium, home of Eastern New Mexico University, also the home of Portales Schools. I think you could convince Eastern to let them put down their own signs, but not complaining. Definitely a championship atmosphere. Trips left, single receiver to the right. Good snap. Culpepper with it. Rush comes. Culpepper lets it fly, going left side. And in and out of the hands. It was tipped. It was bobbled as Andrew Ontiveros tipped it and almost comes away with it. Braden Beck was in the neighborhood, too. They found some little seams in Lovington's coverage and are trying to make them pace. And that'll be 3rd down and 10 from the 13-yard line. Portales on the march. 8:54 to go, third quarter. Yes, welcome back, Dawn Morgan.
Yeah. Thank you. Good to be back.
So now it'll be trips to the left, single receiver to the right on 3rd down and 10 from the 13. Wildcats trying to stop him. Fake the handoff. Come across the middle and complete to Cordova from 13 yards out. Caden Cordova, his second catch of the ball game, takes it 13 yards into the end zone, and Portales will draw first blood here in the second half. And Dawn, on that one, they pretty much just matriculated the ball down the field. They just quick throws, quick strikes.
Right. I was listening. I just couldn't talk.
Found some spots right in the middle, 13 yards into the end zone as the point after attempt from Toby Standifer getting ready to go up. 142 yards through the air and 2 touchdowns for Paxton Culpepper. Standifer kicks a line drive, and it'll cross the bar good. With 8:50 to go in the third quarter, it's Lovington 36, Portales 14. We're back in 60 seconds on Z94 KZOR.
Knowledge is the power to see more, do more, and be more. As one of the most affordable universities in the Southwest, Eastern New Mexico University has helped thousands of people just like you earn a degree. Spring 2024 at ENMU is the perfect time to get started with affordable tuition, great scholarships, and a wide range of in-person or online classes. Learn your power. Apply today for spring 2024 at enmu.edu. Eastern New Mexico University. Student success, that's what we're about.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Dallas does exactly what they want to do on their opening possession of the second half. They take the ball 80 yards and drive it down the field and score as Standifer will kick it away. That one will be fielded by Rivero back at the 10. Brings it out to the 15, to the 20, to the 25. Spin move to the 30, out to the 35-yard line before he is spun down by the Rams. But a good return for Elijah Rivero. And now Lovington will try and answer back.
Yeah, and that was Diaz who finally brought him down there. He was fighting, spinning, trying to get loose, trying to get a few more yards. Good fight. And that for Lovington, they want that to be the last Portales touchdown that they allow for this game.
Trips to the left, twins to the right. Empty set in the backfield. Wide Gomez will stretch him out. Portales shows blitz. Wyatt back to pass. Throws it across the middle. Has Gonzalez in stride at the 45, to the 50, to the 40, and run down from behind by number 25. That was Santino Espinosa, but that's still a huge gain. That is 15, 20, 25, 28 yards to Cesar Gonzalez in stride. First down, Wildcats. Yeah. That's how you answer.
Yeah, that's exactly how you answer. And you finish that answer by continuing to move the chains and move down the field and get another touchdown. Answer that touchdown and make it clear. That's it.
Cesar Gonzalez with 114 receiving yards, and we are one play into the second half. So 1st and 10, Wildcats in Ram territory from the Ram 38-yard line. Good snap, handed off on the sweep, and that is Ochoa. And where's the horse collar as he was grabbed and dragged down by the back of his shoulders by Leighton Faust. No call, and he'll sweep around, and he'll get 1 yard on it.
Yeah, he was just trying to find some room to turn the corner and get upfield, and just it never happened.
Yep.
Portales line just kept that, just sealed it off.
Faust grabs him by the back of the shoulder pads and rips him down.
Hello.
Again, right in front of an official, but we'll leave it there. 2 yards officially, 2nd down and 8.
And hello, sunshine breaking through the clouds.
Trips to the left, Twins to the right. Gomez in the shotgun, gets it, has time, now breaks down. We've got a flag on the play. Dump it underneath to Cesar. He's across the 30 to the 27-yard line, and he's hit high, hit low, hit in the middle. Dallas Lozano, Devin Diaz, and Jalen Newbern, but this one's coming back on a hold.
That flag was right about the line of scrimmage. Yep.
Wow, they call the hold on Lovington. Apparently a horse collar doesn't happen, and a pass interference doesn't happen, a personal foul, late hit doesn't happen, but a hold can happen. Okay.
Well, again.
It is what it is. So 2nd down and 18. Lovington, they're going to go ahead and they'll be all right.
Yeah, we said it the first half. They can do it without any help.
And it just makes their numbers look better because it gives them more room when they get the touchdown.
And for the first time today, the skies are parting, the sun is shining, and it's feeling a little bit warmer, and that's all good news.
2nd down and 18 for the Wildcats. They'll send Twins to the right side, 1 to the left. They've got 2 tight ends in the ball game. Gomez with it. Fake the handoff. Pardon me. That is Thompson. DeMarcus keeps it himself. He stiff arms a man at the 45 and then spins across the 40 to the 38-yard line. He picks up 8 yards on the Wildcat play. And now it'll be 3rd down and 10. Bringing him down on the near side, Javier Lujan. Also in on that stop was Nehemiah Yorfie.
Yeah, Lovington just needs to convert here. It's really important. They don't need to get stalled out. They've got to hang on to the ball and move it forward, get a 1st down.
3rd down conversions have been big for the Wildcats today. They've misfired on a couple and then gone for it on 4th and made it work. But there's still way too much time in this game to try and think about that.
3rd and 1.
3rd down and 10, actually.
Oh, okay.
As back to pass, Wyatt with it. Pressure comes from the backside, tosses it, has a man. Yes. O'Gean lets in and lays out and gets it down at the 13-yard line. Woo. Good for 26 to Alec and move the chain. 1st down, Lovington.
I tell you what, their number 8, Lopez, and 25, Espinosa were just standing a couple of yards behind Olguin and just watched him turn around and scoop that one up.
And there was good backside pressure coming for Portales from Jalen Newbern, and Wyatt got away with it and tossed it over.
Yeah, great toss.
Gomez from the shotgun, trips left, Twins right. Wyatt back to pass, has time, throws it, finds the soft spot in the zone. DeMarcus Thompson across the 5, down to the 3-yard line. It'll be enough for the Wildcat 1st down, or should be. It should be 1st and goal from the 3 for Lovington, but let's see where they spot it. And they're going to put it between the 3 and the 4. And they are going to say he only got 9. They need about an inch for 1st and goal. But hey, DeMarcus Thompson, 9 yards for DeMarcus officially. Right. You'll take it. Hey, it just keeps the clock moving. We're under 5 minutes to go here in the half. 288 yards through the air for Wyatt Gomez. 2nd down and about an inch. Direct snap to Thompson. Starts it left, brings it right, and puts it in the end zone over left tackle. Puts 6 on the board. Touchdown, Wildcats. DeMarcus Thompson from 4 yards out. And the Cats have answered the Rams and lead 42-14.
Every time we've talked about what Lovington needs to do, they've gone ahead and done it. It's amazing. We'll
take it.
Yeah. They have done what they needed to do.
Caleb Aranda on to attempt the extra point. Snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is up, and it is good. And with 4:46 remaining in the 3rd quarter, Lovington 43, Portales 14. Wildcat playoff football continues in 1 minute on Z94 KZOR.
Napa know-how.
Wednesday, October 3rd, Lovington Auto Supply, your Napa Auto Parts store in Lovington, wants to show you their thanks in the form of huge discounts with savings on quality Napa tools, 50% off Napa filters, plus the Napa tool truck and Ron Cap's funny car will be on site. Don't miss Napa's Customer Appreciation Sale, Wednesday, October the 3rd in Lovington at Lovington Auto Supply, your Napa store.
Napa know-how.
Congratulations, students and student athletes of Lee County. R360 congratulates all Jowl, Eunice, Hobbs, Lovington, Tatum, and the surrounding high schools, and wishes the best of luck to our student athletes competing this week in state playoffs. Right now is more important than ever to recognize positive achievements in our communities. Join R360 in saluting our amazing Lee County students. This community message is brought to you by R360.
Lovington answers on a 65-yard, 4-minute drive, capped off by a 4-yard Wildcat keeper to DeMarcus Thompson. The point after is good. And with 4:46 remaining in the third quarter, Lovington stays in control, 43-14. I'm TJ Miracle, high above Greyhound Stadium. Dawn Morgan patrols field side. Tiffany V. Stuber in studio engineering and producing as Hernandez up and will boot it away. A line driver that drives Mayberry all the way back to the 3. He'll field it, bring it out east to the 10 to the 15. Leaps over a man at the 20, 25 to the 30 to the 35. Drags a couple of cats with him to the 36-yard line. That kid has got another gear.
Yeah. Kyler Reeves in on that stop, and I believe Ryan Weiser too.
As Mayberry is up and he's a little bit hobbled. And he's going to stay in that ball game, my guess is, until Coach Ramirez has to physically come drag him off the field. He's a big weapon that they do not want to lose, and nope, he's going to stay in. Only way that kid's coming out of this game is if somebody amputates one of his legs, and even then he might figure out how to stay in. And is one tough, fast kid. Trips to the left, single receiver to the right. Culpepper with a good snap, back to pass. Pressure comes, throws it underneath. That is complete to Cordova and hit immediately by Anson Marquez after a 2-yard completion as Cordova has come up big in the passing game. He's got 3 catches all in this second half for 35 yards, including the touchdown. But good coverage there from Anson Marquez. Keeps him in bounds, 4:14 remaining. From the Ram 36-yard line. 2nd down and 10 to go. 2nd and 9 officially. Twins left, Twins right. Diaz in the backfield with Culpepper. Good snap. Culpepper with it, has time. Throws it left side. Cordova on the run on the crossing route from left to right as Cameron Ochoa brings him down after a pickup of 7. And it'll be 3rd and 1. So 151 yards, Culpepper.
I think they're going to call it
42 of them to Cordova.
I think they're going to call it 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, yeah. Well, we'll call it, let's see, there's one, 3rd and 3. Yeah, they didn't give him as much yardage as I thought they did. So now a big 3rd down and 3, 3:25 to go. At some point, Portales is going to have to go into warp speed mode. They're moving pretty quick, but they're not moving real fast yet. As Culpepper waits for it, has it. Blitz comes. Fires it across the middle, and that one will be incomplete.
Elon Clayton just about had a sack.
Yes, he did. And we've got a flag in the secondary. I bet they call pass interference. What you want to bet?
Yeah.
I bet you dinner at Cattle Barons.
All right. I'm not going to take that bet because I think you're right.
And it's going to be against us because they've all been against us. And it'll be pass interference on the defense. Of course it is. 15-yard penalty on the Wildcats. And it'll be a 1st down for Portales.
Oh, boy. All right.
I am not saying a word.
All right.
So 15 yards, 1st down for Portales.
That's okay. Lovington can feel that much better that they're getting this job done without any help and without with some hindrance, let's say by that way.
Like I said, I'm not going to argue the call. Just call it both ways. So Culpepper throws it across the middle. Mayberry has it and drops it, and they're going to say incomplete as he was hit and hit hard by Cameron Ochoa.
Oh, yeah. A good clean hit, but a hard hit. And it just, kept Culpepper from, or kept Mayberry from being able to catch that ball.
Yes, it did.
And hang on to it.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10. After the penalty, the Rams in Wildcat territory at the Lovington 44-yard line. 3:08 to go in the third. Lovington in command of this one. But Portales not going away again. I can't believe they're not going into hurry-up mode yet.
Yeah.
There's 15 minutes of game left, and they're down by 4 touchdowns. As changing the play at the line is Culpepper. Play clock down to 7. Hands it to Diaz. Goes right side. A little bit of room. He spins out of one, but his spinning right in to a big hit for the Wildcats. And he's up and he's bumping. Throw the flag, please, and don't throw it on the team in white. Diaz comes up and
barking.
And not only barking, he threw the shoulder into Kyler Reeves and said, well, I don't know what he said. I have a pretty good idea, but they do not throw the flag. It'll be 5 yards from Diaz. Should be 15 back the other way, but okay. 3rd down and 5. Let's go, D.
Yeah, things very chippy, very emotional. You know what? We saw Portales in hurry-up mode in the district championship game. They don't perform well or execute with
Twins left, twins right. Want it all, going right side and over the outstretched arms of Cordova, but on him very tight. Cameron Ochoa was on him like a cheap shirt. Never touched him.
Really
Let
good.
me repeat, never touched him.
Right.
What, you couldn't find a way that he touched him to throw a flag?
Good, clean coverage. But I can tell you from this angle on the sideline, again, that ball was slightly overthrown. There was no way. The ball trajectory was out of bounds.
And Portales will take the time out with 2:16 to go in the third. We'll just keep it right here. Say a big thank you to our friends at IPS Incorporated, R360, Nordley Hospital District, Lasco Construction, Eunice Pump and Supply, and New Mexico Junior College. Also making Wildcat playoff football possible, the Lovington Schools, Lovington Auto Supply, Bob Sripway, Man Welding, Stonewall Field Services, and Eastern New Mexico University. ENMU.edu. They are accepting applications for spring of 2024, and we are on the campus of Eastern New Mexico University in Portales for this 4A title game here today. 43-14. Lovington up by 29 points. And 2:16 away from claiming their 20th official state championship. But Portales not going away and now taking the timeout, facing a 4th down and 5. From the Wildcat 36-yard line, 4th and 5.
Maybe.
Good snap. Culpepper, 3-step drop. Pressure comes. Lets it fly. Goes left side, trying to get on Tavedos, and he turns back in. And no flag on the play. If they were going to throw a flag, they should have thrown it on Tavedos because Gutierrez has the right to occupy that space as he turned back into Gutierrez and pushed off. It'll be incomplete, no over on downs. Finally, a call goes the way of the Wildcats.
Because it's the right play. It was the right play. Gutierrez knew. He immediately was saying, hey,
Ramirez
I'm good.
Coach Ramirez is barking at the side judge over here, and he just puts up his hands and shakes.
My calf cramping.
So it'll be Wildcat football. They'll have it 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line in Lovington territory. 2:09 to go in the third. Lovington up by 29 points. Hard to believe if they can get a touchdown on this one. This would be running clock. Trips to the right, single receiver to the left. Ochoa in the backfield. Hand it to Kamen. Starts it left, brings it back right, nowhere to go, and he's going to lose about a half yard on that one as he is brought down by Yorfie. And also on the stop, Lujan. They're going to give Kamen forward progress back to the line of scrimmage, so no gain. And it'll be 2nd down and 10. 9 carries, 24 yards for Kamen Ochoa. Lovington needs to keep the intensity up, though, even though they're trying to play a little bit of slowdown ball here. So now Lovington going to stack 3 receivers on the left side, lines them up like they're on a bus stop. Now they'll put Thompson in motion from the left to the right. He's with Betancourt on the right side, looking to pass, coming underneath to Thompson at the 45-yard line on a suplex. Nice tackle by Centino Espinosa.
Yep.
But it's still going to be good for 7 yards, and it'll be 3rd and 3.
DeMarcus was Espinosa's man, and he was on him, and he got him down right after. Couldn't keep him from getting the ball. and a clean catch, but he did stop him right after he caught it.
295 through the air for Wyatt Gomez, and it is 3rd down and 3. 50 seconds to go in the third. There is 30 seconds difference, game clock, play clock. Lovington will come out empty set in the backfield from the near hash, 3 on the left side. Pressure comes, throwing it across the middle and complete to Gonzalez at the 50 and out to the 45. And yes, sir, tack 15 on to the end of it.
Oh, late hit.
Leighton Faust absolutely drills Wyatt after he's standing there watching the play. It's 15 yards on the completion to Cesar Gonzalez. Yes, sir, it's roughing the passer.
Really, and I think they could have gotten it on the late hit as well. That's what I was watching.
Yeah, they could have been. So they're going to tack 15 on to the end of that one. About time we got one that went our way. Just the 4th penalty on Portales for 50 yards. And with the completion, though, of 15 yards, that's a 30-yard play for Lovington. That is 0-1, 310 yards through the air for Wyatt Gomez. 129 of them to Cesar Gonzalez, 1st and 10 from the 31, and the Boo-Birds in red come out from underneath me. Yeah, well, how do you think we felt all game, guys? 22 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Wyatt with it. Fake the pitch to Olguin, rolling left, throwing left, good to Gonzalez as Cesar brings it across and stretches out to the 10-yard line as Centino Espinosa will bring him down. It's good for 21 yards to Cesar, and that will bring an end to this third quarter of play. Lovington 43, Portales 14, 12 minutes away from hoisting the Big Blue Trophy. Wildcat football continues in 1 minute. Back for the fourth quarter on KZOR.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Back to Wildcat football. It is 1st and goal from the 10 as we start the fourth quarter. Lovington is 12 minutes away from hoisting their 20th state championship and their 2nd in 3 years. Their 3rd in 4 if you count the bowl season, and I do. Don Morgan fields out. I'm TJ Miracle. 1st and goal from the 10. Lovington trying to get this to running clock here in the fourth quarter. Into the slot on the right side is DeMarcus Thompson. Oh, let me guess, false start. Yep, false start on Lovington. So we start the fourth quarter with a penalty. That'll be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 8 penalties, 85 yards on Lovington. That's all right. We're still leading. So moving back to the 15, 1st and goal from the 15-yard line. So Lovington going to put 3 receivers in a line on the left, single receiver to the right. That's Betancourt on the right. Now they'll put Thompson in motion from left to right. Gomez with it. Wyatt with pressure. Steps up in the pocket. Goes to Gonzalez. And Gonzalez had turned left. Tried to come back right. Good coverage by Tillman Richards. It'll be incomplete. And it'll be 2nd and goal from the 15. 331 through the air, though, for Wyatt Gomez. 150 of them to Cesar Gonzalez. Whale of a game for that dynamic duo. Great to have you with us on what's turned into a pretty nice Saturday afternoon from here on the high plains. Still cold.
Still chilly. It's down here. The wind is still blowing and the sun has played peekaboo with the clouds. It's behind right now.
Shift Marquez over to the tight end position on the left side. Hand it off. Cameron Ochoa on the sweep. Gets a great block to the 10. Cuts it back inside the 5 and down to the 3-yard line. 12 yards on the sweep to the left for Cameron Ochoa.
He got a great block from Herrera and from Anson Marcus.
So it'll be 3rd down and goal from the 2, make it the 3-yard line.
Valente doing a good job as always. He has played a heck of a game. Valente
Little
Herrera,
hometown timekeeping here. They stopped the clock. He did not go out of bounds. Why is the clock stopped?
Huh. Wow. Yeah,
and the refs are looking right at it. They should be winding the game clock.
Alex Rivera also just playing a heck of a great job on the line as well. Those guys been great offensively, defensively.
Trips left, one to the right. Fake the handoff. Toss it in and across and incomplete. And it'll be 4th and goal from the 3. That one just missed communication everywhere. Didn't know if he was going for Gonzalez or Marquez on that.
They didn't either. The Gonzalez and Rivero, and they were all just kind of shaking their heads, saying, "Hey, who messed up? What was the deal?"
So it'll be 4th down and goal from the 3. Lovington is going to go for it, try and put the dagger in the heart of the Rams. Up by 28. Make it 29. Twins left. Make it trips to the right now. As rolling, throwing, and that'll be false start on Lovington. Well, of course. 90 penalty yards now on Lovington.
Well, at least it's
and it'll be 4th and goal now from the 8.
Yeah, at least it was just a 5er.
And 4th and goal from the 8. Well, this actually gives Lovington a little more room to work with.
Yeah.
Gives them a few more options on the table. And they are going to leave the offense out there.
Yes, they are. Gomez looking to the sidelines, seeing what the play is. Going to bring it in.
So on a 4th down and goal from the 8, Lovington trying to get this to running clock territory. 11:36 remaining until state title number 20 is in the trophy case at Lovington High, and now whistles sound and timeout. Going to be taken by Coach G.
Yeah, he saw something he definitely did not like.
So with 11:36 to go in the ball game, Lovington 43, Portales 14. Back in a minute on Z94, KZOR Hobbs Lovington. All right, I guess we will just keep it right here and say a big thank you to IPS Incorporated, R360, Norley Hospital District, Lasco Construction, Eunice Pump and Supply, and New Mexico Junior College. Also a big thanks to Lovington Schools, Lovington Auto Supply, Bob's Thriftway, Man Welding, Stonewall Field Services, and Eastern New Mexico University. We are on the campus of ENMU today at Greyhound Stadium, also the home of the Portales Rams.
And in this timeout, huddle, it's a two huddle. You got the offensive line over in one, and then everybody else. And in the meantime, DeMarcus Thompson is over here on the sideline working out some cramps in his calves.
I certainly hope he's okay.
He doesn't look like an injury. I think he's just stretching and working out cramps and just making sure he's loose and good.
So Lovington just wanting to talk about things a little bit. And so the Wildcats will bring it back up. It'll be 4th and goal from the 8-yard line. From the near hash mark, send a man in motion. That's Gonzalez left to right. Back to pass. Toss it across the middle and nobody home. And Ribeiro wants a flag as he was getting mugged by Diaz on the near side. That was intended for across the middle for Ribeiro, but he couldn't get there because Diaz literally was hanging on to him in the slot. Where's the pass interference flag? I don't know, but it'll be incomplete, and it'll be over on downs to Portales. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Ram 8 for them with 11.5 to go in the ball game.
How about a safety?
Yeah, we'd take that.
I'd take a safety.
Culpepper sends a man in motion. That is Cordova from the right to the left. Comes out, tosses it, wants Mayberry, and complete and gone as heading off to the races is Braden Beck. And he is gone 92 yards, the big play to Beck. And that'll be the 3rd passing touchdown of the game, and the big play for Portales as they now cut this down to a 43-20 lead. just like that, Portales is showing signs of life. They're going to kick the extra point, you got to think, and then they're going to go onside. They've got to.
Yeah, no choice. They've got to try for a recovery and another quick touchdown. So Lovington knows what's going to happen. They're just going to have to guard against it.
As the point after to come.
And
waiting for it. The snap is good. The hold is good. Sandifer kicks it up, and it is good. And with 11:20 remaining in the ball game, Lovington 43, Portales 21. Back in a minute. Wildcat football continues on Z94 KZOR.
NMJC, success through learning. My future's looking brighter. My life's an open door. New Mexico Junior College gave me the chance I was looking for. Affordable education designed to fit my needs. Now every day is filled with opportunity. NMJC, success through learning.
NMJC.edu.
Knowledge is the power to see more, do more, and be more. As one of the most affordable universities in the Southwest, Eastern New Mexico University has helped thousands of people just like you earn a degree. Spring 2024 at ENMU is the perfect time to get started with affordable tuition, great scholarships, and a wide range of in-person or online classes. Learn your power. Apply today for spring 2024 at enmu.edu. Eastern New Mexico University. Student success, that's what we're about.
Portales goes one play, 92 yards. Braden Beck with a great catch and then runs away from everybody, and they do not kick it onside. Wow. I am shocked. Yeah. And Lovington, that'll be Rivero at the 10, brings it across to the 15, to the 20, 25, to the 30, across to the 40, down the sideline into the 45-yard line, and Lopez will drag him down from behind at the 45-yard line. So now Lovington, it'll be up to them to burn some time and answer the latest Portales score. Don Morgan from field level here at Greyhound Stadium. I'm TJ Miracle high above the turf. Tiffany V. Stuber running the three-ring circus back at One Radio Square in the Z94 KZOR studio. So they say it goes down at the 43-yard line. So time for Lovington to burn some clock and answer. They came up close a minute ago, but came up empty. They're going to fake the handoff, and Wyatt keeps it himself, tosses it over to the far side, wide receiver screen to Ribeiro, who's going to take it across the 50 into Portales territory at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 to Elijah.
Diaz.
Second down and 2.
Yeah, Faust and Diaz on the takedown.
Ribeiro, that'll be his fourth catch of the day that is 85 yards. 3:39 through the air for Gomez, and he keeps it on the ground. Yeah, and they keep the clock running like they're supposed to. Second down and 2 from the Ram 49-yard line.
The clock has stopped.
Oh, is it?
It stopped. Now
it should be rolling.
No, it had stopped on.
Yeah, a little hometown timing going on here in Portales. Twins to the left and one to the right. Keep the tight end on the ball game. Pitch it to Olguin. He comes left side. He's going to be across the 45, right over the left tackle to the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 for Alec and move the chains. First down, Wildcats.
Woo! Yeah.
Olguin, 6 carries, 28 yards.
Once again, Lovington just needs to regroup. They lost a little bit of offensive focus there when they stalled out and turned it over. Yeah, there were maybe, questionable call right there, especially one of them, but that doesn't change the fact that they had lost a little of their focus, and now they just need to take a deep breath, get it back, regroup, refocus, and to remember, look at the scoreboard and assert their dominance, and simply the clock is their friend, but they need to move the ball down the field.
Wildcat football, 1st and 10 from the Ram 44. Hand it to Olguin, goes left and then gets spun around, takes it right, and is going to wind up with a 1-yard gain as he is drugged down from behind by Espinosa, who was quiet in the first half but has had a whale of a second half for these Rams. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Yeah, keep the clock running. I know you don't want to, clock keeper, but
yeah, they've definitely been guilty of this 2 or 3 times at least that we've noticed.
So it'll be 2nd down and 9. 9 minutes to go in the ball game. Lovington in control, 43-21. Trips to the right, single receiver to the left. Put Marquez in motion. Rolling to the right. Pressure comes, throwing it across the middle to Gonzalez at the 35 and down to the 30 before he is knifed down from behind by Tarpeth, but he's down at the 30-yard line. It's 13 yards. Gomez to Gonzalez and move the chains. First down, Wildcats.
Yeah. Like we said, Lovington's going to do this despite and in spite of.
163 yards to Cesar Gonzalez, 351 for Wyatt Gomez. For the most part, it has been an offensive clinic today for this Cats offense. Few things they probably want to do different, but, hey, you're not going to worry about it.
Yeah,
of course, there's a reason a lot of these kids, especially the seniors, are being recruited to the next level. Fake the pitch. Rolling right. Wyatt with Rivera wide open at the 10 has his head taken off by a clothesline. No call, but move the chains. First down, Cats. First and goal from the 4.
Yeah. Huge play. Huge gain.
26 yards to Elijah Rivero.
And Lovington just needs to punch it in.
Again, that was a WWE-worthy clothesline. Bradshaw, I believe, John Bradshaw Layfield has the clothesline from hell. I'm pretty sure we just saw the Portales version. And no call.
At least the clock is still running.
That's true. 111 through receiving yards for Rivero today. First and goal from the 4-yard line. Wildcat football knocking on the door. Hand it off. Coming near the near side.
Ochoa.
That is Ochoa, and nowhere to go, and right into Manny Chavez, who drives him backwards at the point of attack. No gain. It'll be second and goal from the 4.
I think you're going to give him a yard loss and say second and 5, maybe.
Now they're going to keep it right at the 4, looks like, from here. Between the 4 and the 5, so maybe a half-yard loss.
Right. Yep, they just moved it. Yep.
No, now the back nose of the football is on the 5.
Right.
As you can hear the Wildcat sideline hollering, let's go.
And the fans are on their feet.
Twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Hand it off.
Ochoa again
goes right over center and goes forward, gets it down to the 2. 3-yard gain for Ochoa. Going to be brought down by Rigoberto Olguin. And also on the stop, Jalen Newbern.
Sanchez is coming out, and DeMarcus came in. Ochoa's coming out, and Olguin is in.
So third and goal from the 2-yard line. Wildcats trying to punch it in and pretty much put this one away.
So you got Cesar, you've got Olguin, you've got DeMarcus Thompson.
And it'll be Olguin in the backfield with Gomez. Gomez surveys the scene. Put a man in motion, left to right.
Rivero.
Rolling to the right. Pressure back across the middle to Marquez. Put 6 on the board. Touchdown, Wildcats. He got it 3 yards to the end zone. Ensign Marquez, his 3rd touchdown of the ball game. And the Cats go up 49-21. It ain't over yet, but the large woman with the horns on her head is warming up.
49-21, 5:52 left, and going to look at making the point after, make it at 50-21.
And it'll be Caleb Aranda, and the point after is up, and it is good. 5:52 remaining in the season. The Wildcats getting ready to hoist the Big Blue Trophy for the 20th time in school history. We'll be back in 1 minute as Wildcat football continues on Z94 KZOR.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Napa know-how.
Wednesday, October 3rd, Lovington Auto Supply, your Napa Auto Parts store in Lovington, wants to show you their thanks in the form of huge discounts with savings on quality Napa tools, 50% off Napa filters, plus the Napa tool truck and Ron Cap's funny car will be on site. Don't miss Napa's Customer Appreciation Sale, Wednesday, October the 3rd in Lovington at Lovington Auto Supply, your Napa store.
Napa know-how.
Once again, the Wildcats answer back. Wyatt Gomez for the third time this afternoon connects with Anson Marquez, this time for 3 yards. The point after by Aranda is good. And now Hernandez to kick it away with Lovington leading 50-21. High end over ender will be fielded by Beck. Back at the 10 to the 15 to the 20, 25 to the 30. He has the seam. 35 to the 40 to the 50 and bumped out of bounds at the Wildcat 45-yard line. And that's the second time today Remy Hernandez has had to save a big return, Dawn.
Yeah, special teams, again, looking to seal it off and at least kept that from being just a complete run back into the end zone.
Yeah, I mean, Portales already has a touchdown in this half on one play. Lovington didn't want to give them another one. 5:44 to go here in the ball game. Lovington in control.
But they need to continue to keep the pressure on.
Yes, they do.
They can't just sit back and let the clock run out at this point.
Send a man in motion from the left to the right. And I think Portales is going to go into speed mode. And the ball is out. Lovington scoops it up. And they handed the ball off. New running back in the ball game to Lazarus Fitz. So Fitz gets 2 yards. The ball comes out of his hand and into the hands of DeMarcus Thompson. Woo. And it'll be Wildcat football, first down and 10. And DeMarcus Thompson in the defense is swatting that one away. It was Herrera as I saw the hand come out. And Valente knocked it away. And Lovington, that one popped. And Fitz, who hadn't carried the ball all game, gives it up. And so now Lovington with a chance to get this one in the books. They'll have it first and 10 from the Ram 45. Second Portales turnover of the day. That one may be the most costly one of the season.
Wow. Just great defense. Again, Lovington not just sitting back, keeping the pressure on, doing their jobs, keeping the pressure on, even 29 points ahead in this one.
So now it'll be first and 10 for the Wildcats after the turnover. Send Olguin in motion. They'll pitch it to him on the end around. Alec with some room. He's across the 40 to the 35 to the sideline to the 30 and out at the 25, but we got a hold. It's coming back. Forget the fact that Alec was running out of bounds when the flag came in.
Well, he never made it out of bounds, actually. He slid toward out of bounds, but he slid down.
And it will be holding on Lovington, so wipe out the 28-yard gain by Alec Olguin, and Lovington another penalty as I hear the Boo Birds in blue across the way. Let's see, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10th penalty on the Wildcats for 100 yards, and it'll go from first and 10 down around the 25 to first and 20 in Portales territory back at the Wildcat 45. So it'll be first and 20 for the Wildcats. 5:28 to go in the ball game. It's all right, we got this one in control. I'm not going to say anything else about the officiating. Send Ribeiro in motion. They'll pitch it to him. Elijah back inside Portales territory and is going to get 7 of the 10 that they lost just back. Ribeiro's second carry of the ball game on the second time he's had it on an end around for 14 yards and should be at the Portales 49-yard line, second down and about 13. So Olguin on the stop. And, well, they give him 6, so they'll put it right at the 50-yard line. From the far hash mark, just over the back of the Leaping Greyhound that crosses from 40 to 40 here at Greyhound Stadium in Portales at Eastern New Mexico University. Great venue for a ball game. Twins left and twins to the right. With it, delayed handoff. Olguin, right side. Hits it back inside the 45 down to the 44-yard line. Big run by Alec Olguin as that's going to be another 8 yards in the book for Alec.
And Chavez finally wrestles him down.
But more importantly, he keeps it between the lines, so to speak, and keeps the clock moving. Yes, clock operator, you have to keep moving the clock.
Yeah, just a little over 4 minutes to play in this game now.
50-21, Lovington up by 29 points. As checking out is Betancourt, checking in is Anson Marquez.
One of the differences in this game has been the poise under pressure that Wyatt Gomez has displayed, and that has not been mirrored by Culpepper.
3rd and 7, and faking the handoff, and on the reverse, they'll give it to Thompson. He's got room to the 40, to the 30, to the 25, and down to the 20 is hit late out of bounds by Fitz, but he'll still move the chains. First down, Wildcats, 23 yards on a reverse to DeMarcus Thompson.
Whoa.
First time we've seen the reverse this year,
right?
And it works to perfection as Coach G goes to the bottom of the playbook for that one.
Execution. This team has been on it, and with the exception of a little misfiring there right before the offensive misfiring before they turned the ball over on downs on that last possession, their execution has just been spot on, offensive, defensively, and special teams wise. Yeah,
from the 22-yard line, they'll do the direct snap this time to Ochoa, and Ochoa going to cross inside the red zone and down at the 19-yard line, pick up a 3 for Cameron. He's brought down by Newbern.
Lovington would like to have another score, just put the cherry on top. Why not?
I would be just fine with that. Portales has played a whale of a ball game and has had a whale of a season, and I actually do want to say thank you to the Portales athletic department and Coach Chavez, always being very kind and considerate with us, and I do definitely appreciate that. We do not get it everywhere we go, but we do in Portales, and I am appreciative of that at all their venues. As they'll put Marquez in motion from the right to the left. 2nd down and 8 for the Wildcats. Hand it off. Ochoa up the middle, has a big hole to the 10. 5, put it in the end zone. 6 on the board. Touchdown, Wildcats. And we've got a fight behind the play, but it was a pancake block by Damian Munoz, and 20 yards to the house for Kellen Ochoa. And Dawn, I think you just got your cherry on top.
Yep, we called for it. It seems like every time that you or I have mentioned what Lovington needed to do or, wanted to do in a situation, they've made it happen. And it's their mental toughness. It's that toughness, especially coming from everybody, but certainly by Gomez.
And Aranda with the point after it is up, and it is good.
He
and the
hasn't missed a one.
Goes up 57-21. It'll be running clock time, and we come back 2:17 to the trophy presentation. Wildcat Championship football continues on Z94 KZOR.
Congratulations, students and student athletes of Lee County. R360 congratulates all Jow, Eunice, Hobbs, Lovington, Tatum, and the surrounding high schools, and wishes the best of luck to our student athletes competing this week in state playoffs. Right now is more important than ever to recognize positive achievements in our communities. Join R360 in saluting our amazing Lee County students. This community message is brought to you by R360.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Take advantage of another Portales turnover, their second of the ball game, and they punch it in 20 yards. Cameron Ochoa after a pancake block that shook somebody's ancestors by Damian Munoz. The point after is good, and it's running clock time. The Cats are up by 36. As Remy Hernandez will kick it away, as Mayberry will field it at the 2, brings it out to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. That's back, and he is down at the 25-yard line, but it is running clock. 2 minutes remaining in the ball game. The Cats can settle in and celebrate state championship number 20.
brought down by Joaquin Vasquez, number 28.
Or it could be 21. I think it's 21. I count the bowl game. Do you count the bowl game, Dawn?
I do, but I recognize and realize that the NMAA does not. But I think it was, in effect, it was a state championship in a shortened, in
the COVID spring season.
Yeah, in a season shortened.
So we'll call it the 20th fall football championship.
Okay, there you go. All right.
I like that. We'll go with that. And so Portales with $1:28 remaining on the clock. Still going to fight. Going to try and get this under running clock. Culpepper back to pass. Steps up. Under pressure. Tries to get Mayberry coming across the middle. And overthrows him. Valente Herrera and Alex Rivera teaming up and trying to have a Culpepper sandwich back there. Incomplete. And it'll be second down and 10. Clock continues to move. 1:05 remaining in the season. And Lovington 20 state fall football championships to their credit.
Physical toughness, mental toughness. Lovington just has.
As Culpepper waits on the snap, has it, throws it, comes near side, complete, and pushed out of bounds. As they will get that one, that was again to Caden Cordova, who's going to pick up.
Just gotten the job done. In all aspects, yep.
8-yard completion to Cordova, 250 through the air for Culpepper. 28 seconds to go in the ball game. 32 seconds left on the clock.
In spite of and despite some things and factors in this game, Lovington has gotten the job done.
Yes, they have, and this will probably be the last timeout going to be taken by Coach Ramirez. Yep, Portales wants a chance to run one more play, so we'll just keep it right here. Of course, looking forward to your state championship postgame show. Lovington will have the title in hand. Big Blue coming back to Lee County on what's been a very successful Lee County football season. All 5 Lee County schools making it to the playoffs. And, of course, 2 teams playing for a title. That being Eunice and Lovington bringing home the Big Blue Trophy. As the Portales stands start to empty out.
Lovington is on their feet.
I was going to say it looks and sounds like Lovington is on their feet.
And I don't think you could pack any more Lovington fans in the visitor stands, and they're all on their feet.
Yeah, and they're lined up down the walkways, too, and collapsed in. So out of the Portales timeout, 16 seconds to go. It'll be 3rd down and 2 for the Rams. Come out, trips to the left, twins to the right. Empty set in the backfield. Culpepper with it, 3-step drop. Hit as he throws, complete to Beck, and they throw the little oopsie, and it'll be Beck, and he will toss it back to, that is to Diaz, and that will end it as the completion. Culpepper to Beck is good for 11 yards, and then Diaz will run it another 18, but it doesn't matter as the gun sounds. Time expires, and Lovington will hoist the Big Blue Trophy 57-21. Our final score here this afternoon. The Wildcats have ascended to the top of the mountain. And you're kidding me. They threw a flag on the play, and they are telling Portales they have one more play that they are saying Coach Ramirez got a timeout called before the clock expired.
Okay.
Wow.
And he had a timeout left.
He has two left.
Yep.
I'm not going to say anything that is perfectly legitimate. So that's all right. 2 seconds left. This will be the last play of the ball game, and then Lovington can celebrate. Trips to the left, twins to the right. Culpepper, who's had a good game, waits on the snap. Has it, is pressured, gets out of pressure, throws it underneath, has a man. That is Mayberry. He's at the 20 and is brought down at the 10-yard line as Ribeiro will bring him down after 23 yards in. It's basically, if this was soccer, stoppage time. Now it is time to celebrate as the Wildcats have climbed back to the top of the 4A football mountain, and they are the state champions of Class 4A football as the teams meet at midfield Lovington will celebrate their 21st championship. We will be back for your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How postgame show and your Bob's Thriftway coaches conversation. The Cats are victorious, 57-21. Time to celebrate, Lee County. We're back in 3 minutes.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
NMJC, success through learning. My future's looking brighter. My life's an open door. New Mexico Junior College gave me the chance I was looking for. Affordable education designed to fit my needs. Now every day is filled with opportunity. NMJC, success through learning.
NMJC.edu.
Knowledge is the power to see more, do more, and be more. As one of the most affordable universities in the Southwest, Eastern New Mexico University has helped thousands of people just like you earn a degree. Spring 2024 at ENMU is the perfect time to get started with affordable tuition, great scholarships, and a wide range of in-person or online classes. Learn your power. Apply today for spring 2024 at enmu.edu. Eastern New Mexico University. Student success, that's what we're about.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week, you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Napa Know-How.
Wednesday, October 3rd, Lovington Auto Supply, your Napa Auto Parts store in Lovington, wants to show you their thanks in the form of huge discounts with savings on quality Napa tools, 50% off Napa filters, plus the Napa tool truck and Ron Cap's funny car will be on site. Don't miss Napa's Customer Appreciation Sale, Wednesday, October the 3rd in Lovington at Lovington Auto Supply, your Napa store.
Napa Know-How.
Congratulations, students and student athletes of Lee County. R360 congratulates all Jal, Eunice, Hobbs, Lovington, Tatum, and the surrounding high schools, and wishes the best of luck to our student athletes competing this week in state playoffs. Right now is more important than ever to recognize positive achievements in our communities. Join R360 in saluting our amazing Lee County students. This community message is brought to you by R360.
Back to your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How postgame show as the Wildcats are the champs. 57-21 the final, as the Wildcats have just been presented the Big Blue Trophy as the champions for the 20th time in fall football. Of course, they'll be recognizing each player and giving them a state championship medal. Dawn Morgan will have the coaches' conversation after the TV people that they're charging you to watch finish this as they present the medals out there. Coach Robert Areola talking with this squad. Let's go ahead and take a look at the numbers in this one. We will start with Portales as Paxton Culpepper on the afternoon goes 17 of 28 for 284 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. His favorite target today was Braden Beck, as Beck 4 catches, 123 yards, including a 92-yard touchdown, and that one was impressive no matter how you look at it. Zane Mayberry, 3 catches, 67 yards, including a touchdown. Caden Cordova comes in the second half, catches 5 balls for 50 yards, including a 13-yard touchdown. Andrew Ontiveros, 2 catches, 30 yards, and Tommy Lopez, who has eaten Lovington's lunch the last couple couple years. Held in check, just one catch for 15 yards. On the ground, Devin Diaz leads the way. He's got 5 carries for 37 yards. Caden Cordova, 3 carries for 7 yards. Fitz with 1 carry for 2 yards. And Paxton Culpepper, he was sacked twice, had 2 carries for negative 19 yards. 284 through the air, 27 on the ground. 311 total yards for Portales in the loss of this one. Portales gets no points in the first, 7 in the second, 7 in the third, and 7 in the fourth. That's how they get to their 21 on the board. They had 8 first downs in the ball game, and they were penalized 4 times for 50 yards. Turning the page for your Lovington Wildcats, it was a big afternoon for Wyatt Gomez as he goes 25 of 31 through the air, 380 yards, 6 touchdown passes, and no interceptions. His favorite target, Cesar Gonzalez, 9 catches, 163 yards, including 2 touchdowns, 1 for 22 yards, 1 for 28 yards. Then you had Elijah Rivero. He's got 4 catches, make that 5 catches for 111 yards and a touchdown. Anson Marquez, big day for him, 3 catches, 32 yards. You're thinking, well, he only had 32 yards, TJ. Why is it important? Well, because all 3 of them were touchdowns. Good job for Anson Marquez. Cameron Ochoa, a couple of catches for 17 yards. DeMarcus Thompson had, that's 5 catches for 32 yards. He also had 65 on the ground. We'll talk about that in a minute. Noel Geen, 1 catch, 26 yards, and that kept a drive alive that Lovington would later score on. So on the ground, Cameron Ochoa leads the way. He's got 14 carries, 62 yards, including the backbreaker, the 20-yard touchdown right at the end of the ballgame. DeMarcus Thompson with 5 carries, 65 yards. He had a 4-yard touchdown. Alec Olguin, 8 carries, 37 yards. Wyatt Gomez, 1 keeper for 12. And Elijah Rivero, 2 carries for 14 yards. 380 through the air, 190 cumulatively on the ground. 570 total yards in the championship game for the Wildcats. And for Lovington, they get 14 points in the first, 22 in the second, 7 in the third, and 14 in the fourth. That's how they get to their 57 points on the board. 10 penalties for 100 yards in the ball game, so probably more than Coach G would like, but he gets the big blue trophy at the end. I don't think he's going to mind. And 18 first downs for the Wildcats. And Dawn, I said this when I was talking to the actual TV people last night. The team that came out swinging and took the momentum early and made the fewest mistakes was going to win that game, and that's exactly how this one turned out.
And you were right. That's exactly right. And really, Lovington looked like they just had it decided from the very beginning. They were very assured. They were confident. They played very unruffled football for almost the entire game, and they just owned it. They just owned it today. That doesn't mean it was a perfect game. Doesn't mean that they didn't make some mistakes. Doesn't mean that they didn't allow the other team to score. All of that happened, but they managed to go up against some pretty good opposition. Definitely, Portales a good team, but they were also playing against some other factors as well, and they did it. They got the job done despite some things, in spite of, and they just played a very well executed game today.
Well, they certainly did, and very proud of this Wildcat team as they continue to present the medals to the players, and this is, a very important thing for them. A lot of seniors on this squad, of course, going to be, moving on, and of course we wish them the best of luck, and we already know that players like Wyatt Gomez and DeMarcus Thompson will be moving on and playing at the next level. It's just a question of where. I know they've been offered at places like Wayland Baptist. Several of these Wildcats have been offered. I believe Jaden Bosquez also has a couple offers on the table. So, you'll be seeing a lot of these kids on Saturday, but they will never forget this Saturday from here at a college stadium.
These tough seasons that they've had, really tough schedules, really good teams, taking their licks, taking their knocks, and coming out tougher and stronger. That really has made them the team that they are today, the championship team. They played with mental toughness, physical toughness, and they had their game plan. They had the confidence. They came out and they executed, and they deserve the championship. They deserve the win. They deserve this incredible season.
Well, you're absolutely right, and they have deserved everything they've gotten as now the coaching staff going to be coming out for their medals.
And that's much deserved. I'll tell you what, Coach Gonzalez is such a great head coach, but he has a phenomenal staff, and these assistant coaches have just done a great job all season as well. But I tell you, he's probably going to tell me too that the student leadership among this team has been stellar. It has been outstanding, exemplary, and has helped them. So from the coaching staff to the student leadership to the execution to the mental toughness and the physical toughness that they've earned throughout this season to become this team. I'm going to echo what Assistant Coach Faith told this team after that second touchdown today. You are not the same. You are not. We are not the same.
No, they certainly aren't, and they have grown as a team, and it has been a lot of fun to watch this team grow this season. From adversity early to the ultimate prize, the championship here late. Lovington, 10 wins on the year. There are 3 losses coming to 3 teams, one of which will win a state championship, one of which will be a state runner-up in a higher classification, and one that was a top 15 team in the big state next door. And they come in and they knock off Portales twice to get the championship. So we'll go ahead and take another timeout as the Cats celebrate. And I know the sort of TV people are going to talk to Coach G, and then we'll have our Bob Thriftway coaches conversation. Your Lovington Wildcats State Championship postgame show continues from Lovington Auto Supply and all of our great sponsors. 57-21, the Cats victorious. We will return. Wildcat football and the postgame show continues on KZOR.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
NMJC, success through learning. My future's looking brighter. My life's an open door. New Mexico Junior College gave me the chance I was looking for. Affordable education designed to fit my needs. Now every day is filled with opportunity. NMJC, success through learning.
NMJC.edu.
Knowledge is the power to see more, do more, and be more. As one of the most affordable universities in the Southwest, Eastern New Mexico University has helped thousands of people just like you earn a degree. Spring 2024 at ENMU is the perfect time to get started with affordable tuition, great scholarships, and a wide range of in-person or online classes. Learn your power. Apply today for spring 2024 at enmu.edu. Eastern New Mexico University. Student success, that's what we're about.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week, you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Welcome back to your Lovington Wildcat postgame show as we prepare for Don Morgan's Bob Thriftway coaches conversation. The Cats victorious 57-21 over the Portales Rams here today. An exciting ball game as the Wildcats have claimed their 20th fall football championship. They do have the one from spring. 21 overall and 20 for the fall. And, of course, Coach G, this is his third title in 4 years as the school song will be playing. And very important, for these seniors, their last time out to hear this. And those seniors, of course, Wyatt Gomez, Cesar Gonzalez, DeMarcus Thompson, Joshua Carrasco, Zadrick Betancourt, Anson Marquez, Elon Clayton, Jaden Garza, all seniors. Also, Jaden Bosquez, senior lineman Miles James, and Christian Robledo, Michael Hine, and Remy Hernandez, all seniors for this squad. Of course, Marcus Henderson, also a senior, injured and was out much of the year. Of course, his dad helping us with the camera on Hobbs Sports, or rather on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com for much of the season. We appreciate his help as the NMAA TV sort of people interviewing Coach Gonzalez, and then Dawn Morgan will have the coaches conversation, brought to you, of course, by Bob's Thriftway. But exciting game today, Dawn, and 57-21. The Cats, they have got to be ecstatic. Now, I heard some words, and I know you heard them better than I did, being down there from Coach G to his team. What did he say to his team when they were taking the pictures?
He just told him and I'm going to ask him what, that's one of the questions I'm going to ask him, is because I couldn't hear the whole question that he told him. He said that at the beginning of the season, I told you that everything you want stands on the other side of, and I don't know what that was, and because his back was to us. And that's the first thing I'm going to ask is, what did you tell your team, everything at the beginning of the season? And the rest of it was simply, he just said he was proud. He wouldn't want to be, with at the coach of any other team but this one, and that all their hard work paid off, all of that dedication, everything. And he also told them and pointed over to the stands, the visiting stands, and said, those people, you wouldn't be here without those people and their support all this season. So after this game, get up there and visit, enjoy, revel in this moment, and thank them, and be sure and remember how you got here.
Well, and, huge turnout for the Wildcats today, and very proud of that turnout. Lovington coming out and supporting these young men as they have all season long, and really, making this not quite such a road game, because they had a great crowd here today. And they continue to talk and visit out there with the TV people.
Yeah,
the sort of TV people.
Coach G is speaking. He also made sure he pulled Wyatt Gomez and Cesar Gonzalez over with him to talk, and they have yet to say anything. But Coach D is talking. But Wyatt and Cesar are standing there as well. And the rest of the team is right there doing exactly what Coach told them to do. They're right in and amongst all of the fans, all the parents, and the people who made this trip. And the team is over there just wandering and, accepting the handshakes and the pats on the back. And you've got some whoops and some hollers and some celebration, well-earned, well-deserved. And great appreciation by the fans and the parents all toward them as well. So it's a great championship game. It has been a fantastic game, at least from the standpoint of Lovington, as they really were in charge this entire game. There really wasn't any doubt, and that's how they played this. They played it like in a very matter-of-fact way, not in an attitude, puffed up, overconfident kind of way. They just came out and took care of business and did it in a very poised, professional manner, and it's really good to see. All right, now so I got Coach D coming over.
Our Bob's Thriftway Coaches Conversation.
It's good to see you. Thank you so much, Coach. Congratulations. How does it feel?
It's awesome. It's just such a good feeling, and just memories just flooding back in my mind about, when we started off 0-2, and, there was noise outside, and what kind of football team is this going to be? And these guys never questioned themselves. They never questioned the coaches, never questioned their beliefs. They fought hard every single day. And those adverse games that we had early on in the season, it showed up today. And so just really proud of our football team. They deserve it. I've told them all week long that they deserve to walk off this field with a blue trophy. So for them to be able to do that, I'm glad that we were able to accomplish that.
In the huddle, you told them that at the beginning of the season that you said everything that you want is on the other side of what?
Hard. Yeah, everything that they want's on the other side of hard, and we talk about it all the time. And these guys do a lot for us. We ask them to play multiple sports, but we ask them to stay in the weight room. We ask them to stay here in the summertime as much as they possibly can. We got guys playing basketball that are coming up there at 6 o'clock in the morning so they get their lift in. And, it's a selfless group. And so they know the hard work that they put into it. And sometimes they think I'm kind of crazy, and everything that I'm asking for them. And sometimes they walk away from workouts and think, this guy's nuts. But, just told them at the very beginning of the year, winning is hard. Winning is very hard. But if we want to go get that blue trophy, it's on the other side of hard. So you have to embrace hard and enjoy it and love it, because it's the only way that you can get what you want.
And they did. They brought it home. But you guys, again, with great leadership, coaching leadership, your staff, your amazing assistant coaches helping everybody get it done. Amazing student leadership that you've acknowledged all season, the senior leadership and the student leadership on this team, as well as the great fan support. It all came together and came to this. And as you said, it's not just mental, it's not just physical toughness, it's mental toughness. And they brought all this together, the mental toughness, the physical toughness. You challenged them in physicality the entire season. We watched them progress and grow and keep getting better and better and better as a team. And then they came out today and they just looked so almost relaxed, but very focused. But they just had this in hand. You could feel the confidence because they knew they had worked for this, and then they achieved all season long. They deserved to be in this game and to win this game.
Very determined group, and like I said, they walked in here and they wanted to prove a point. They wanted to leave zero doubt that they were the best team in Class 4A. And so I'm proud of our preparation. It's tough when you get into the postseason and you ask your team to get better, just like they've been doing it for 10 weeks during the season. But this group has improved every single week in the bye week, in our quarterfinal round, semifinal round. And I think that showed today. And so just, again, proud of the resolve of our group, proud of our leadership. And it came through today, and they got what they deserved, and was on the other side of hard.
And it feels good now. It feels that much better to have come across and for other factors to step in and not make it easier for them. This game was not easy for them. They had to work.
Absolutely. And they're good. And Portales is a good football team, and that was our challenge at half. They're here for a reason, and they deserve to be here as well. And so if we don't come out here in the second half and challenge them and finish the game, they're going to come back into it. So, and they showed that. They came out here and battled their tails off. They're a well-coached team. Last week for them was an emotional game for them. And that was kind of my, message to the team is it's hard to respond to an emotional game like that. And so we were able to take advantage of that just a little bit. But, again, they're a good football team. Hats off to Coach Ramirez and their coaching staff. They did a great job, had a great season, and they battled their tails off today.
It feels great. Congratulations again. And final thoughts and words about this team and this season, Coach.
They're a special group. They've left their legacy with Wildcat football, and they've put their number on the back of that stadium, and their picture is going to hang up in that weight room. And they've left a legacy that will never be forgotten. And so just really proud of this group. They're special. They're different. And so just proud to be their coach. Thank you, Don and TJ, for everything that you do for all the sports in Lee County. It goes unnoticed what you guys do week in and week out, and the traveling that you do, and you do it for the kids, and that's what it's all about. And so I appreciate y'all's dedication to sports in Lee County.
Yeah, we're just honored to be along for the ride and watch you guys, and to be able to do this and call such great games. We appreciate it. So thanks again. Congratulations. Savor it. And I just can't tell you enough how great it feels to watch you guys achieve and win and take the state championship. Is awesome.
Thank you, Don. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, Coach G and Dawn Morgan with our Bob Swiftway coaches conversation. And this, I know the postgame show has gone very long, so that's pretty much Coach G getting the last word in this one. The Wildcats victorious 57-21. Dawn, do you have any final thoughts as we wrap up?
We left it on the field.
Left it on the field. I like it, and we will just leave it right there. And with that, my friends, we will put a wrap on the 2023 Lovington football season, and it ends with the Cats victorious and the champions of Class 4A. For Tiffany Stuber in studio engineering and producing, for the entire crew of Noalmark Digital and One Radio Square Sports, for Dawn Morgan, for Brad Henderson, I'm TJ Miracle saying so long from Greyhound Stadium. The Cats have the big blue trophy, and it's coming home. 57-21 our final. This has been an exclusive presentation of Noalmark Broadcasting and Z94 KZOR Sports. Good night, everybody, and have a great weekend.
Thank you for listening to Lovington Wildcat Football on Z94 KZOR.